fine restaurant.
All right, football fans, welcome to the SVC Game of the Week, presented to you by Tomlinson Insurance.
Longest captain's meeting in the history of high school football, I think, wasn't it? Turn my one up. Yeah.
Well, it's not on. Can you turn it back on? Turn it off.
Board of Education, Superintendent Principal,
local McDonald's restaurants, Ross County Banking Center, Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing, Greenwalt Lawn and Landscape, Recreations, The Lunchbox, Monroe's Collision, and Kingston National Bank. The Tomlinson Insurance SVC Game of the Week starts now.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to week number 3 of coverage of the Tomlinson Insurance SVC Game of the Week, our final game of the regular, I guess, of the non-league season tonight with the SVC conference play getting underway. I'm Greg Bigham, Jaron Cox along with me tonight, and bear with us. It seems like wherever we go, we kind of get stuck on the roof here, but we got a good vantage point, but
Ladies and gentlemen, please get your hands together and welcome to the field of pride of the Mustangs, the Westfall High School Marching Band.
The Mustangs. Both teams, Jaron, are 2-0. They're both off to a good start. Tigers have had 2 close games, I think winning by 1 or 2 points over Warren, then by a touchdown last week over Washington Courthouse. The Mustangs...
Pride of the Mustangs is in the direction of Hayden Biederman. And field commander Grace Pine and Elizabeth. Colorado is under the direction of Jerry Hillwell.
Yeah, I think it does. And first of all, again, a third week in a row, we've had 3 beautiful views sitting here on top of the roof. It's really beautiful right now. The wind is kind of gusty, but beautiful setting here in Williamsport. You look straight ahead, you see some fields, soccer fields to the right. You got a school, and as the band starts coming on the field. But we got a really good football game here tonight. Like you said, we got 2 teams that are coming in 2-0, and it should be a dandy of a football game. I know last week we had maybe one of the best games we'll see all year.
Absolutely.
But, I think we've got the makings of that tonight, possibly. A good non-conference rivalry game. Both here from Pickaway County, and pretty good crowd. You see, look across, the Circleville stands are almost full. And as I was walking up here, Westfall has a good crowd also. But you start looking at the teams, the players on these teams, and first of all, let's start with Circleville. They're led by their quarterback Hayden. The word on the street. I've heard that.
Let's take a time out, and we're going to take a break. You're listening to the Tomlinson Insurance SVC Game of the Week. We're back with more pregame after this 2-minute timeout.
When we lose a loved one, our one wish is to honor their memory.
Dad meant so much we wanted a tribute to the person he was.
Mark the passing of a loved one with a truly special observance. Talk to us for all your funeral needs. Our caring staff will help you honor their memory and make it a tribute. Warrior Funeral Home, located in Waverly and Piketon.
Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing creates amazing apparel for SVC's booth, plus customized shirts and handbags. They offer everything. Stop in to see what they can create. Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing. In Chillicothe.
I don't really want to start messing around with the settings when I don't know what I'm doing.
We are back at, actually in Pearson, Ohio. Greg Bigham, Jaron Cox with you for tonight's SVC Game of the Week. As the Circleville Tigers travel out here to meet the Mustangs, we're talking about the Tigers. Jay Sherritt, who is a Circleville grad back in the 80s, I believe, went on to become a head coach at Pickerington Central, won a couple of state championships, retired. More names.
The thing with Circleville is, they played in two close games, right? 16-15 win over Warren, a 35-27 win over Washington Courthouse. They're kind of battle tested, so to speak. But like you said, the turnover bug has kind of bit them a little bit, and they've given up some points, but I don't know if that's all on the defense either, right? The turnovers, fumble on your own side of the 15 really puts your defense in a tough spot. And so, I think Circleville's a good football team, and we're going to get our first look at them tonight. Then you flip over to Westfall. They're led by junior quarterback A.J. Pottix. I think he's a second-year starter.
Yes, he is.
And he does a nice job back there. He's averaging throwing the ball for 127 yards a game. He's got 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The one thing we'll probably need to go ahead and talk about is their rushing attack tonight. They seem to be a run-heavy team. They've ran the ball 78 times compared to throwing it 15. They're going to be without one of their running backs tonight. They're going to be without Joey Wright, a senior. His younger brother, Eli Wright, we assume will be getting the bulk of the carries. And we're not 100% sure who's going to get the other carries, whether it be somebody like Vinny Gerlach, Landon Yang, or somebody different. We're not 100% sure. We'll see how that goes. But, Westfall needs to take care of the ball. They beat Logan Elm last week 35-28. We watched Zane Trace play them week 1, Greg, and, Logan Elm kind of struggled a little bit offensively, so you wonder if maybe the turnover bug hurt them a little bit at Logan Elm, and, you wonder, how good is Westfall's defense? And I think this is a really good non-conference game for both teams here. Find out where both teams are at. They're 2-0, and I just think we're in for a heck of a game tonight.
All right, tell you what, we're going to try to adjust our microphones a little bit. Let's take another timeout. You're listening to the Tomlinson Insurance SVC Game of the Week. Back with more pregame after this timeout.
Looking for a hometown favorite? Stop by the lunchbox.
Can you help?
Yeah, hold on. I'm helping them right now.
She said turn on the noise gate.
Turn on
I
noise
don't know if we
gate.
got to go on the control there on the menu. She said, there's a picture. She said turn on noise gate.
Outputs.
What?
Turn on noise.
I think that's where we're supposed to be at. Take off processing.
Is the broadcaster talking?
No, we're on a commercial.
We're on a commercial break.
I'm trying to help them out. All right, see ya.
Okay, go settings, advanced.
Settings. Can I scroll? Can I go back?
We'd like to say thank you to our postbox sponsor, Leading Market Pizza and Subs, serving the Westfall community for over 37 years. Fairest customers, the latest friend. You'll see Norma and the gang at Leading Market in Bowdyville.
Okay, we are back, and hopefully we're trying to correct our situation here, and I guess I don't know how clear now.
Stressed? Overstimulated? Smash it out at Recreations. Rec plates in our rage room, fling paint in the splatter zone, then strike a pose in the selfie studio. Chaos, creativity, and content. Let's get messy.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Every time the PA plays something, you can't hear anything. It's just muffled and it's distorted. So on
Well, no, they were going over the intercom. All right, so I need to press settings, and then where do I need to go?
So you need to click on the microphone setting, and then you need to.
Outputs. I see headphones. Is that what I want?
No, you want the noise gate. You want to go to the microphone, the actual microphone. So you can click on the microphone and it says which one do you want, and you click on the Rode one. I'm guessing you're using a Rodecaster, a Rode mic.
Yeah, I'm clicking on settings. I've got faders, display, show, system, smart pads.
Do you have FaceTime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mustangs, Westfall High School, Nottingham.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen with one ear.
No, just show me the board. Can you click on the button? Go back. Where it says home. The little home on the upper right. And then click on the microphone, microphone 1. Okay, so.
Mustang Varsity Cheerleader!
So turn it down a little bit, put the minus sign.
Okay. How far?
Okay, just to 20, and then click on oh crap, okay. Click on oh crap, I was gonna say, what does it say next to product?
think we are back, thanks to Vanessa back at the studios. As we are back, Circleville takes the opening kick. They're driving down the field. They've had a 15-yard run and a 12-yard run. Now they have short yardage. They're opening to the 20, down to the 15 is Nunga, who had a 15-yard run and the field. Right now, that's a first down on third and short. They pick up a first down. They are at the Westfall 15. First and 10, Circleville at the Westfall 13. It's been all running so far for the Mustangs. A couple nice keeps where they faked the ball, and then Hunter Phelan has kept it. One time picked up 10 yards, the other time about 7. Phelan, the quarterback. Right now in the running back is junior Ray Azell, along with junior Kaiser Cassidy. There's a fake handoff, give to the second man through, breaks to the outside. Azell tries to get outside. Azell's hole is inside, outside, good tackle.
Made in the period right there to kind of basically shut off the outside, and he grabbed him by the legs and didn't let go and brought the running back down right there.
First time, although one other play, the second down, they ran a counter play to Cassidy, got stopped for only about 2 yards. That's the best defensive play for Mustangs so far. No gain. It will be second down and 10 at the 13. Now a single running back under center is Phelan, and he will hand to Nunster straight ahead to the 10, breaks a tackle to the 5, falls forward down near the 3. Well, Nunster at his feet. First down and goal to go. Yeah, they drop the chain. Circleville in a power I formation. Under center, Hunter Phelan looks around. On first and goal to go. Second man through, right side. Nunster dives. Touchdown, Tigers. Goal Nunster. They have back to the short side. Nunster got about a yard and then just dove into the end zone. And the Mustangs take about 5 minutes, about 4.5 off the clock to score a touchdown. Started to 32. That's a 68-yard drive for Circleville. Caden Paxton will get the extra points. Spradlin will hold. Obviously, they spot the ball to 10. The Tigers looking to score the first 7. Good snap. Kick is up. Plenty of distance up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. Touchdown for the Tigers. What's going on?
Where did that drive start at?
32.
32?
We are back. Circleville will kick it off now to the Mustangs after a...
That was one of the things I always wanted to see here in this game, Greg. To see how Westfall's defense kind of stacked up against this running game. And, right to the Tigers' running attack. Let's see if Westfall can answer.
Paxton kicks it off. Good kick, going all the way down to the 6-yard line, taking over the Mustangs. Out to the 10. They got some running room around the corner, and the ball just barely tripped up. Excellent play. That was Everly on the return. Jacob Liston had a game. I'm not a game saving, but that had the looks of getting out to the 50 into Westfall Circleville territory, and just got a hand on Everly. 5-yard line.
That was a shoelace to right there, Greg, and like you said, if he didn't fall down, he was probably getting to at least midfield.
Mustangs running back, sophomore Eli Wright. We'll talk a little bit about his brother. The fullback in front of him is Rick Hanley, the senior. A.J. Pottick's the quarterback. I mentioned Joey Wright, the senior running back for the Mustangs, their leading rusher. And now we got someone from Westfall might have had some blood on their leg. They're going to make a substitution. The official, I think, has Nungas to come out of the game. So Westfall in a tight formation. They got a tight end to the right, just a split end to the left. Single running back. They'll go in the pistol formation. Pottix takes it, hands to right, and he is hit, falls forward to the 24. Good penetration from the corner there for Circleville.
At the matchup right there on the offensive and defensive line, Circleville's got some really big kids in there. They got number 76, Aiden Spencer, a senior, and they got another big boy in there, number 52, Ari Travis, and 310, and it looks like Circleville's going to have a hard time running up the middle.
2nd and 10, they'll pitch it to the right side, right on the run. He's hit in the backfield, and he's driven back at the 20. 5 yards and tried to sweep the right side. And right now, Circleville looking from their defensive ends.
Nice job. Up the middle right there, number 12, Lamont Holloway was right down the edge waiting for Wright, and a good form tackle taking him down.
Or Travis, a defensive tackle, you mentioned that in there. Now, Nungas was back in. But Circleville has given up some pretty good pass plays. I think one of their problems is maybe giving up a lot of yardage in passing. It's a passing situation. 3rd and 14. Pottix calls signals. 3 receivers to the left. Looks. Lobs it over the middle, wide open. And again, Circleville's great on the run. Maybe not that was wide open.
They're kind of last week, to be honest with you. They and just a nice job by Pottix doing the lob pass, little touch pass right there for the first down for Westfall on 3rd and 14.
They had 3 receivers to the left. I think Everly came from the right, and he ran behind the linebackers. The safety was about 20 yards deep, and he was in the middle. Wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him, and Pottix just lobbed it to him right in the middle, wide open.
Based on those first 3 plays, Westfall probably needs to throw the ball.
I think that might be Circleville's weakness in defense. We shall see. Pottix still in the pistol formation. 1st and 10 out at the 40. Pottix throws to the left side, gets it to his man. He breaks the tackle, breaks 2 tackles, 50, 45, breaks another tackle, and goes down to the 32. Kaiser Cassidy.
Really quick kind of spot pass right there to Eagerly, broke the tackle, and they got quadruple receivers here to the left on this play.
Pottix again, little quick screen to the left side. Circleville misses another tackle. Got it.
Number 23, Landon Sparks. Tackled by number 9, Braxton Duffy, is a flag on the play.
Blankenship missed the tackle and then grabbed the face mask
and
got an additional mark off and deep into Circleville territory.
Picked up about 4 or 5 yards on the play right there, and then going to tack on 15 more.
So with a 15-yard penalty in spite of the foul.
The Mustangs tried to run on a couple of plays.
First and 10 for Westfall is going to be 14.
Pass plus additional 15, and inside the Circleville 15 at the 14. Mustangs trying to tie it up. They have a 1st and 10 at the 14 of the Tigers. Still in the pistol. Pottix will hand it off up the middle, running into the 10 to the 5 and down near the goal line. It's absolutely gouging the Circleville defense. Quickly to the line at the 2-yard line. Circleville maybe have too many men on the field. They pitch it to the running back, tries to get into the well, the way the first 2 series we might have a 41-40 ball game.
I want to see if what defense is going to step up, and it looks like Circleville is going to. But then a huge 3rd down pass from A.J. Pottix to Ben. And Westfall just just drove right on down the field to score the touchdown.
For the extra point, Ethan Rose will kick it for the Mustangs, and they're all red tonight. Red pants, red jerseys, red helmets. They line it up, and Rose gets set to kick the extra point. Snap is good. Down. Rose's kick is up, and it is good. 4:50 to play. First quarter. You're listening to Westfall Mustangs.
If you can hear me.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call.
Kick it off. Each team has taken their drive. Westfall, I believe, is officially 70 yards, about 75. Circleville's drive was 68 on their drive. Circleville's drive was all on the ground. Westfall using the passing attack. And Rose will kick it off. The Tigers will receive. Kick is long and deep down the middle. Going back, Cassidy takes it at the 6, to the 10, 15. Cassidy to the 20. Breaks to the outside, right back into the 30. And they're going to start right where they yard line. First down.
A really good job by Ethan Rose on that kickoff coverage, not letting Cassidy get the outside, forcing him back in the middle. To get him tackled because he was running with the head full steam right there.
Actually, he was spotted at 31, so it'll be a yard shy of where they started last time. Try to get that Tiger offensive line. Leonard failing the quarterback. Again, they ran every play the last time, did not put the ball in the air. And they'll hand it off. No, they fake. Now they're going to throw down the middle. Wide open down the middle. And he drops the ball. That was a touchdown. And is open. I tell you what, I think it's not open. It's slowed up. Onyx laid it, or excuse me, Phelan laid it out there. And when Phelan laid it out there, he sped up and got it on his hands, but couldn't hang on to it.
I could give it a shot if they could do it.
Probably would have been a touchdown. For the Tigers, had the wide receiver been able to hang on to it. Again, that was your line out there. The defense down the middle, but he just couldn't hang on to it. Now 2nd and 10, Circleville. They go back to a pistol formation. They run a draw play to Cassidy. Breaks to the outside and goes down. Down in 5 for Circleville.
I mean, 3rd and 5, I mean, that's a lot better than what Westfall did the first time around defensively. And it's a big play right here. Circleville, they seem to be huddling right now, and
let's go behind our defense with some Mustang.
They run a tight formation. No wide receivers on 3rd and 5. Under center, they tried to draw the Westfall off. It almost did. And they get set again. 3rd and 5, and they'll run it straight ahead, break to the outside, back to the inside, first down. Nunister with a nice cut at the 40 out across the 3rd and 5. 47-yard line.
There's a problem here for Westfall. I think I missed a few plays on that first drive, but I've already got him for
like 17 out there with that's the only touchdown for Circleville. All right, there we go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They will run it straight ahead to the 50, Azell. And Azell now being dragged down in the
Nice job by Azell. Trying to strip the ball away from him, hop both hands on there, and really a nice tight hold on the football.
So no gain on, well, maybe a gain of a yard. Nungaster does it running inside. Nungaster is seeing his blocks and making a quick cut. Both times Azell has tried to break it outside and has been run down. Second down to 9, just shy of midfield for Circleville. Fake pitch, they want to throw. Rolling out Phelan. Phelan's going to run with it, 50 to the 45 of Westfall and runs out of bounds. Nice read by Hunter Phelan. He didn't have the man open. And ran with it. Picked up about 7, and it's going to be 3rd and short. Maybe 3rd and 2 where they spot the ball finally. He did run out of bounds.
That play right there, Greg, reminded me last night watching the NFL, Jalen Hurts. He took hand off, rolled out to the left, just decided to run with it. Nice job right there, buddy.
Third down and 2. They go under center with Phelan, single running back. They run Nungaster most of the time on this. Nungaster breaks outside, and he's taken down the backfield. Tried to go outside. Second time the Tigers were against Nungaster went quickly to the outside. They had to step him when he went out. Circleville to line up the punt.
They were quick to run that punt team out there. I think I might have tried to draw them off sides or go for it.
Nice punt all the way down, going to hit at the 10, bounce down near the end zone, and no, he went into the end zone. Beautiful punt. That was about 48 yards on the punt. Going downfield, the Tigers tried. He got it bounced at the 10, went near the end zone. They tried to dive into the end zone and save it, but going to come back out to the 20 and So it'll be Westfall football at their own 20-yard line here in the end of the first quarter, tied 7-7. Wright and Henley in the backfield. Excuse me, it's just right back there with Pottix. It's back. They've not gone. Westfall's not gone under center. They pretty much with the pistol. Pottix will hand it off straight ahead. Huge hole. 25 and out near the 30. And
that was Circleville looked to be bringing on the right side of the offensive line. Nice handoff to the left, and White picks up
they're coming, I guess just coming from the sideline for Circleville. Circleville only has 2 down linemen. They're 2 inside tackles. Their ends are standing, and Circleville jumps outside. So the first series looked like Circleville was off to a great start. But
first and 5 from the 37-yard line.
I've seen Circleville try to do that on that 4th and 4 right there at midfield. I was surprised at how quickly they ran their punt team out on the field that last possession. Because really, outside of the last play to Nungaster, they've been moving the ball, and Nungaster's had a heck of a game running so far.
Sanchez, a defensive end, and he jumped off sides. He'll come out, and Nungaster goes back in. So a 5-yard pickup on the penalty. 1st and 5 Westfall out across their own 35-yard line. 7-7 tie. They'll hand it off the left side. Not a lot of running room, and down at the 35 for no gain. Took a little long to develop. Good penetration. Eli right on the carry. Will actually, no, we got another.
It is a flag on the field.
Right on the far side, on the Circleville side of the field.
I think it was throwing like it might have been lined up in the neutral. Oh, we got an illegal procedure. So Westfall's supposed to finish.
It's the illegal motion from Westfall.
Yep, the official went the wrong way. That did the other way. And it's a 4-yard penalty.
first and 10 for Mustang.
It was a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. They stopped that run, but Circleville takes the penalty.
Ohio scored in the officially. The Comets Blue, the Comets Blue Jackets, and yellow, Westfall Mustangs.
Once they've kind of got these 3 or 4 receivers out here, and again, they're trying to spread the field out, and that's where they've been effective.
Running Paddock's going to throw back to his left, and a little bit of coverage, and that might be a block in the back, but the lineman coming out, and now we got the late flag.
Sparks, there's a flag on the field.
That might be the lineman come out and hit the defender in the back. Now, I don't know how close it was to the line of scrimmage, but we will wait and see.
Yeah. That was an odd call from the back judge. You got a side judge right in front of him.
I agree.
But I think it probably was the right call, to be honest with you. I am going to give these referees a shout out. They got the microphones, they're talking to each other. They're not having to huddle up every time. So.
And they're getting the things done and getting back to play.
Absolutely.
That was Callahan, the offensive lineman Callahan came out on a double screen to block and hit the defender in the back. So move it back further for Westfall. Still first down. And they send 3 receivers out to the right, but before we have a pass moving. Tomlinson Insurance, SBC Game of the Week, back after this.
Can you hear us when he's talking? I can hear you guys from this. It's really bad. It's like
it's not any better.
Our live stream, you guys
can hear us.
Do you guys hear it? We can hear each other. Do you guys hear like that snow?
Let's see how the PA announcer might be picking up on our... We're getting drowned out by the PA.
Are there 2 cords with this? Yeah, you got one goes in here and one goes in here. Like that's the... Well, I don't think it's you guys. I think it's because if it was you guys...
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. It's more than just opening an account. It's opening the door to what's next. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
We'll go back to pass, looking, we'll throw it down the left sideline, and pretty good coverage.
That's his pass. Was a 23 Landon Sparks.
It really looked like Sparks was getting held right there with his jersey, but it was tight coverage. But, a nice pass by Paddock right there.
It'll be second down and 22, right back to the line of scrimmage. Single running back, and again the pistol for Westfall Paddock. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Paddock back to pass. Now he's going to run with it on his draw play. Throws it over the middle, got him out for 35 and out near the 40. Shy of the first down, but pretty good.
Huge hit right there. A huge hit.
He was scrambling. I thought he was near past the line of scrimmage when he let it go, and he's still, I think, trying to regain his breath back there. It was a pickup of about 12. Right at the last second, he pulled the ball back down and found more over the middle.
Well, he's still kind of squatting down right there. He as he was laying on the ground, Greg, he was kind of holding, I believe it was like his right shoulder. So maybe it'd be interesting to see if Westfall tries to. Well, it's 3rd and 8, so if they're going to go for it, they got to throw the ball, but we got to give the quarterback protection.
Out to the left, 3 receivers to the right. They really spread it out and been very successful. Paddock looks for Sparks. Now he's going to run up the middle. Throws the ball out to the side to right, and right will be taken down out near the 45-yard line. Nice run. I was talking to somebody tries to go with a lot of different people, offense and defense, almost separate platoons.
Yeah.
And right now they put a couple of guys in one, just go back into it.
What lining up does it? Whether they run a play or not, I like it.
They lined up. They saw the signal very quick. At their own 45, they only got 2 yards to pick up. Now they look to the sidelines.
Now I kind of look at things. I look up here at the top of your screen, and you got the defensive back is playing about 8 or 9 yards off of the wide receiver. I think I would just throw the quick pass out there and let him pick it up. But
let's go. They'll take the 5-yard penalty.
So I think they took a timeout right there.
The back judge did throw the flag.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. But I think they granted the timeout.
It will not be a 5-yard mark off. 9:58 to play in the first half. 7-7 our score.
I think while we got a timeout here, Potter has done a really nice job of throwing the football. I think that's what Westfall is going to have to do if they're going to be successful. I've already got him for 64 yards passing, and then you flip over to Circleville, and they're pushing 60 yards rushing right now. So I think you've got two teams trying to do two completely different things. Westfall's lined back up, right?
Well, they do. Well, it's got. Now this is the same formation they used to punt. Hanley is back. I think Hanley might be their punter, but he's standing behind the quarterback. So Circleville will not move anybody back to receive. Now up under center is the quarterback, Podix. And Podix hands straight ahead, and nothing there. Westfall. They handed it off to White. He got stuffed up. He did a nice spin and fell forward. First down. Circleville at the Westfall.
Fourth and two right there.
Fourth and two, and they got maybe
a fullback dive, and that really set Circleville up. Good field position. I did not think that was the play I was going to see at 4th and 2.
Well, back come the Tigers at the 45, 7-7 tie. Pistol formation, they keep it. The quarterback straight ahead is Phelan, not much. Rose, I believe, made the stop. Check that. Yeah, it was Rose.
The one thing I like about Westfall, Greg, they're doing a good job of tackling. They're not letting Circleville get out in open space and grabbing the legs and holding on. And that's a sign of a well-coached football team.
To the pistol with Hunter Phelan, single running back. Now they move their tight end over to the left side. 3 receivers. They send Cassidy in motion, rolling to his right. They throw it to Cassidy. Nobody within 10 yards.
They kind of turned around like he was waiting for the ball right to him, and Phelan was because he saw all the green grass in front of him and just miscommunication right there.
Yeah, that's exactly. You said it perfectly. Hunter thought that Kaiser was going to keep rolling down the field as he came out into the flats. Kaiser stopped dead still, and when he let him, he threw it in front of him. And had they been able to complete the back by himself, Phelan, the quarterback. Looks like he'll put it in the air. Westfall, a lot of people back. Now Phelan looking, throws it across the middle. Got a man, Youngster. 30, breaks loose, 25. Down to the 20-yard line. Great grab by Phelan. Down to the 20, and a big first down for Circleville. They had good coverage here.
And for Circleville right now. He's running the ball, punching the passes out of the backfield, and he's having to make the game like
8:50 to play in the first half, tied 7 each. Circleville on a drive, having stopped the Mustangs. They will run this one. They're going to keep it. Phelan, 20, 15, breaks loose down to the 10. I think he got a first down. It's going to be first and goal to go. That time they faked it. And Phelan kept it. Almost a midline option there where he back in the pistol, he fakes it and then kept the ball. Cut it up. Got to pick up with about 11. On the door at the 9, first and goal to go.
This is a weird game, Greg. It looks like teams are struggling, then they hit a big play, and then they hit 3 or 4 big plays in a row.
Cassidy back with Phelan. They will keep it. Phelan, 10, 5, Phelan inside, dives, falls. Nice run. Hunter Phelan with the touchdown, and Circleville back on the board. So Westfall went for it on their own, what was it, 44, 45?
45, yeah, right here, right close to the field, and end up right.
Paxton, Caden Paxton in for the extra point kick. Tigers ready to go. Snap coming back. It is good. Down, and Paxton gets it up. Good foot, and through the upper. 8-12. Circleville back on top. WSIZ. 30. I'm guessing it's no better.
Back to the Mustangs.
All right, we are back, and we'll hopefully make some halftime adjustments. Understand our quality not real good tonight. But we were all set up downstairs, and we got put up on the roof, which is fine, but I think we're getting some interference from maybe, I don't know, through our Wi-Fi, but whatever. I'm not an engineer. We'll figure it out best we can. Circleville leads at 14-7. Paxton will kick it off, and a line drive kick this time, taken on the move at the 20, moving out to the right side, and now kicking out of bounds. And is on the return.
He was talking about number 11,
Miller on the stop. 8:08. Westfall gets the ball back. Every one of their kickoff returns has been right around the 25. This actually went out of bounds at the 28. So it'll be Westfall starting their drive at their own 28-yard line.
Big drive right here for the Mustangs. They went for it on 4th down. Last possession got stopped right about the 45-yard line. They need to get some stuff going here.
Circleville back to the 4-man front that they've had. Only 2 down linemen. 2 running backs on either side of Podix in the pistol. They'll run it to right, straight ahead 30, pushing forward, and 30. Picked up 4 or 5 for Eli Wright.
That's what they needed on that last drive.
Circleville kind of controlled the line of scrimmage, their defensive line, but lately I thought Westfall started to gain advantage of it.
One of those big hog mollies not in there right now, Aiden Spencer. 310 pounds is on the sideline.
Back to the pistol, looking to throw. Podix rolls to his right, being pressured. Still being pressured, and just throws it out of bounds onto the track.
Smart play right there by AJ. He's looking for number 23, Landon Sparks. He was well covered. He was getting chased, just getting rid of the football. And
6 for Mustangs.
It's 3rd down and 6 for Westfall.
You know, he's over with Coach Step right now, but Podix talking to the coach getting the play. I think he still had a little bit of effect. He's bent over a little bit.
I agree.
He rolled out on that one.
He took a really big hit there. I think 2 big hits actually last drive, and it looks like it's taking a toll on him.
Right, moving into the huddle, they bring the receivers out. And again, it's Sparks split to the right. Two wide receivers to the left. One of those being Waylon Moore. And third down, let's call it 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. Back to pass. Pottage looking. Wants to lob it over the middle. Wide open. Nobody within 30 yards. I'll tell you what. If you want
that was a nice call up. Middle one. This ball picked up about 12 yards and huge play right there on 3rd down.
A little bit of almost a delayed screen lob over the middle, and once Pottage retreats, the middle of that defense just opens up wide open. 1st and 10 on the run, running 50, open 45, 40, it's right down, tackled by Cassidy, and he's on the
brought down by number 4, Carson Cassidy. Who is on the play is another Mustang first down.
Big play, and then another big play. It's just one of those things.
It was 3rd and 7 quickly on the play. Running straight ahead is right. We tackling from behind, pulling forward.
We have a flag on the far side of the field.
Circleville sent a player in. He might have got in late. Legal substitution, I think, possibly against the Tigers. I saw one of the linemen coming in, and I don't. Westfall did a hurry-up play. Oh, yes.
Illegal substitution?
Yeah. One of the defensive linemen came in to substitute, and I don't think the other player got off in time for substitution.
Will be first down 5 for the Mustangs.
25 penalty yards already for Circleville.
Well, the big Circleville's ran the ball well. Their quarterback, none sure they made a big pass play, but Westfall, when they passed the ball, had time. They found it right in the middle of the defense where the linebackers normally are, has been wide open for Westfall. That's been the success. It was 1st and 5 after the penalty. Eli Wright picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 3. In Circleville territory, marking it to 26 for the Mustangs.
This down right here, 2nd 3, this is an offensive play caller's dream. You can do about anything you want. Run the ball, maybe try to go.
2nd and short. Pottage calls signals, wants to throw down the right side, going to lob it down the right side. Coverage for Circleville. I think Circleville intercepted the ball.
I think they're going to count that as a pass. Both teams goal to 1 yard line.
Pottage up under center, and they will give it to the 2nd man through. Not a lot of running room. Diving for the end zone, and just shy is right. Bounced off one tackle. 2nd down.
Second down from the 1 yard line.
Circleville's taking the time here as Pottage comes over and talks to Coach Step, see what they want to do. Looks like they may just take a timeout here at 1 second on the play clock.
5:18, 5:17. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They'll take the timeout, I believe. Waiting for the back judge who's timing it off right now. And they do take the timeout with 5:03 in the first half. Westfall knocking on the door at the 1 yard line, trying to tie it up 14 apiece. Our game tonight being brought to you by Tomlinson Insurance. Brought to you by and Monroe's Collision. The ball will be at the 1. Westfall again. running game for Circleville has been very effective. They did hit a big third down pass to Munster on 3rd and long, getting them down to the 20, but Westfall's offense has been primarily the passing game. That last one was just a fade. They threw it up in the air. Everly had about 4 inches height plays on Reichelderfer and was able, both guys got their hands on the ball, but Everly was able to pull it down. Now second and goal.
Second and goal for the Rovers for Westfall.
Go back to the pistol. Straight snap back and on the carry and not in.
Number 12, Aiden Daniels right there.
Daniels took a direct snap, carried it, and he stopped.
13, Sanchez on the line, back to the buzzer. There is a Tiger down on the play, injury time.
Tigers down on the field. I think that would be tough on the Tigers because I think it's Cole Munster who's their star player so far.
That would be a huge loss for Circleville.
That would be a huge loss for Cole is hurt. Ball will stay at the 1. It was not Pottix. They direct snapped the ball back.
Was that Eli Wright, I believe?
It was Aiden Daniels, number 12.
Oh, okay.
A junior came in and took the direct snap, tried to go off the right side. Cole was up under his own power, but he's a defensive end. He's trying to get on that play, and that inside people moving out of blockers might have caught him in the leg and lower half.
Westfall's got to find a way to punch this ball in right here. 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line, and you got to find a way to get it in the end zone.
So the timeout actually was the injury timeout there. Athletic trainer Circleville for like 27 or 20, maybe more than that, a long time, helping Cole off the field. So we'll try it again. Now they go to a bunch formation. Looks like a tush-push situation.
I was getting ready to say, maybe we're going to see a tush-push here.
Yeah, because both running backs are right behind Pottix. A little bit of a slow movement there, and pushing, and now looked like he was stuck for a while, but I think he just rolled off the
Mustang touchdown!
Rolled to the left and pushed themselves in for the touchdown. It's hard to move that line right there. Circleville has some big boys up front. Westfall brings out their...
It'll be Rose again. He's 1 for 1, trying to tie it up here. This would tie it at 14 apiece. 4:44 left until halftime. Snap is a little bit high. Kick is up, and it's a wobbler, but it got over the crossbar. The wounded duck, but 44 to go in the half. 14.
Westfall Mustangs 14.
BC game of the week.
I adjusted all the settings. She says it's just too loud. Well, I think the speaker has to be like right around us somewhere.
Well, Circleville will receive the kickoff, a chance to try to take the lead before halftime. Outside 14 apiece. Each team with Westfall's 2 touchdown drives up the field. Circleville had a then after stopping Westfall on 4th and 2, took over in Westfall 2. Drive. Taking something that they do a lot. Westfall likes the onside kick it, and Circleville was ready as they ran up to the football.
This is going to be a big drive back there, Greg. We had this situation last week. Westfall's going to get the ball to start the second half. A big stop right here for Westfall.
Good return out to the 40. Nice job by came up quickly, caught the ball in the dead run at about the 18 and got out to the 40. So pretty good field position for Circleville.
Circleville needs to figure some things out. He's got some playmaking ability. Ray Azell going if you're Circleville.
Go with the two tight ends and a wing back. Phelan from the 40 will keep it himself. 40, 44, 45, falls forward. Actually, Phelan, I'm not sure how much, but he's run a lot tonight. And very seldom they've not been able to stop him for less than 5 yards. He got 5 on that one.
Yeah, I got him for 5 carries for 34 yards. So he's had a good game running the football. It's just right there by the quarterback. Like you said, every time he runs it, it seems like he's getting 5, 6, 7 yards or more.
Lamont Holloway is in the game. Very athletic young man. I believe he's a junior. Snap back, and they'll run it straight ahead. Cassidy stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Not much running room. He tried to shift a little bit to find a hole. Now 3rd and short. Now 3rd and short. Get to midfield. They're just over the 47. 3:40 to play till halftime. 14-14.
Defense get round with the Mustang Mega.
Big play for both teams right here.
Dunkel flank to the left. Westfall looks like they're going to blitz. Phelan keeps it straight ahead. He's got running room. Breaks to the outside 35. Around the corner to the 40. Pushed out of bounds at the 35. And left back there. Probably presented it. Phelan was able to break it outside and with the blitz.
That seems to be the quarterback and kind of let him run the ball. And you kind of look over the side and Youngest was laying down on the bench, so it looks like he's in a lot of pain right now.
At the 34, first down for Circleville. Phelan. He went out of bounds. The clock is stopped with 3:18. Phelan pitches to the left. That's Cassidy looking through 35. Cuts back in at the 30. Nice tackle.
Another example. Circleville picked up 5 or 6 yards in that carry. That's a great open field tackle right there by the Westfall defense back. Cassidy seems to be more effective on the pitches to the outside, whereas Phelan is kind of going up the middle and finding that hole.
That was Mercurio, I believe. Not real big for baseball, but he's an excellent tackler. Second down to the outside. Cutting inside open. Azell. 20 to the 15. 10, 5. Touchdown, Tiger. Azell broke to the outside.
Little counter play right there.
That was about 30 yards, 29, I believe.
I think I could have ran through that hole, bro.
That was huge. What'd you officially put him down for? 29 or 40?
49-yard run right there, yep.
Caden Paxton lines it up for the extra point for the Tigers.
Still 2:34, still time for Westfall in this offensive game we've had. Caden Paxton lined up to kick the extra point to try to put the Tigers back up 21-14. Down, the kick is up, and Paxton nails it through it again. 2:34 left to go. Circleville back to the top. Tomlinson Insurance, SVC Game of the Week in WXIZ.
In the first quarter, Miami Trace leads Logan 7-6. Banks leads Madison Plains 13-0 in the second quarter.
For great prices, friendly service, and quality products, call or stop in to see what they can create for you. Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing, 97 North Park Drive in Chillicothe. Call 740-663-7823.
Oh, good printing.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop.
Nice receivers, been able to go up and get it.
Onyx is 7 and 9 here in this first half for 99 yards, and really, he's made a couple really nice passes.
Line drive kick, bounces twice, picked up at the 15, out to the 20, and now pulled down in the backfield. Nice coverage. That was number 14. Ryan Woodward got down quickly, made the stop, so Westfall will start on number 22. So they'll begin at 1st and 10 with 2.5 minutes to play until halftime.
Well, the name of the game so far has been when Circleville scores, Westfall scores, and Westfall's got 2.5 minutes to answer that. And, you know, this is a really big drive. They could score right before halftime and then get that ball back. Maybe have a game in the second half, and it's a really big drive.
See what the Mustangs elect to do here. Again, they're back at the 22, but certainly they've found a lot of open receivers that they decide to put in the air. Product spell signals, and he'll hand it off up the middle, pushing forward to maybe the 25. People standing up. Nobody got too good a leverage, and I think that White was able to move 25. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock moving down 2:10, 2:09 to play till halftime.
The other interesting thing, Greg, is he splits carries with his brother. You know, they both average about 12 or 13 carries per game. Jerry's not playing in this game, so he's already got 12 carries right now.
In formation, pistol, right back beside Pottix. One receiver to the right, one out to the left. We do have a split man now running the ball to the left side and thrown down for a loss. That was Eberle. Pottix usually runs.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to give Eli a little bit of a break, yeah. But after some of the hits that he took, especially on that last drive, you know, I think I would just maybe sub in a different running back. Here on these pass situations, and try to get that ball back with about 1.5 minutes to go and score again.
Well, Circleville on the pass play, right? They need to have somebody in the middle. I mean, their safeties are deep, 15 yards deep, but in front of them, in that 7 to 10 yards, there's nobody. I don't know whether the linebackers are supposed to be dropping back, but that's where the hole is, passing for Westfall, and wouldn't be surprised to go right back there again.
Yeah, they've gone over the linebackers. They've ran that nice wide receiver screen in the middle. I think that was the last drive. The middle of the field, you're right, Greg, the middle of the field is what's been wide open for Westfall on these type of plays here early in the game.
It's good. Wide receiver way out to the right. Yeah, 2 receivers. Pottix back in there. Here we go on 3rd down. He's going to run with it, run to the right side. A little bit of running room and down. I think he got the first down.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not sure why Circleville called timeout. They're up 21-14, and now still a minute. Westfall goes for it. They're going to run with it again from the quarterback position. Running room down the sidelines, good speed. Down to the 35, the 30, knocked out down. Substitution.
The defense is allowed to substitute also, correct?
Yeah.
Because Circleville's not waiting on the offense. They're just trying to run guys in, and Westfall is taking advantage of that. That's the second or third time they've caught Circleville trying to run a guy in. They're snapping the ball, and they run away from the guy, so they're basically playing 11 on 10 or 11 on 9. That's a huge 40-yard run right there by A.J. Potters.
That was Everly again. They're putting Everly in the shotgun and letting him run. Now, I don't know whether Pottix is still a little hurt or whether this is a running game, but that was number 5, Everly, ran the football.
Okay.
But
no, you're right.
I was kind of looking to the sidelines. I'm sure they're all out in the huddle right now, but that was a huge game. It was third down and 7 or 8. Circleville called a timeout. Westfall ran a direct snap to the quarterback. He just ran behind Power to the right. Got the first down. They ran quickly the next play, and as Jaron explained it, Circleville was trying to substitute. They only had 10 guys on the field, and they got a huge game for the Mustangs. Nice run by Everly. Try to pick now. That's Everly, a quarterback. Snap is back. They run it straight ahead, right, and pulled down at the 20-yard line. There's a minute. On top, Westfall trying to score here before the end of the half. Quickly running the ball straight ahead, 15, back to the outside, inside the 10. On the carry, Eli Wright, first and goal.
72 yards right now, and I don't know. And Circleville timeout. I'm not sure.
Not either.
Pottix is number 15. Eagerly is number 5. It caught me off guard. And right now, you almost have to play this as there's no passing threat.
Absolutely.
And they're still playing 2 safeties deep. And you know, it's been Eberly and Wright here on this drive that started at their own 23-yard line. All they've done is run the football. And they're down here on the 7. And, you know, they got 53 seconds to go. And I think 1 timeout left, according to the scoreboard. So, you know, they got plenty of time to get the ball in the end zone.
Circleville playing the timeout. That's absolutely correct. Circleville recognized Pottix is not in the team. Now maybe Everly can throw the ball, but he's a runner. And they do it. That's what I like. That would be on the right. 3 of the last 4 plays. Snap it.
I don't see Pottix get on the sideline at all. I don't know if he went into the locker room. I don't even see him on the sideline. I'm telling you, I think they played a big role in it.
First and goal to go at about the 6 or 7 yard line. Westfall man in motion is Hanley. If the quarterback runs it again, direct snap, he is going to run it again. Left side, breaks to the outside, breaks 2 tackles. Really struggled tackling, but on the other side, Everly is an excellent runner. He's slippery, and you know, we've talked a million times, Jim. You just can't tackle a guy around the shoulders. And
yeah, absolutely.
Everly's kind of too slippery and strong. Nice run. And he just took the ball, ran around the left side, broke 2 tackles, and got into the end zone without getting knocked down. Here we go for a chance to tie it. Kick is up. It looks to be perfect, and it is. Sorry, they called timeout there, but they still score with 48 seconds to play in a high-scoring affair.
48 seconds to play.
You're listening to
Westfall Mustangs.
Stressed? Overstimulated? Smash it out at Recreations. Rec plates in our rage room, fling paint in the splatter zone, then strike a pose in the selfie studio. Chaos, creativity, and content. Let's get messy.
Ready to transform your entire lawn? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Just need a quick mow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Driveway full of snow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape provides expert lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal services for year-round property maintenance. Call the experts at Greenwald 740.
Darren Cox, apologize again. We got stuck up on the roof, and we're up here with some big speakers right by all of our equipment. I think that's part of our problem. We apologize, but that's where we got stuck tonight.
That was a big drive right there.
It was.
I think.
Yeah, it was an excellent.
You're going to look back at that drive at the end of this game, I have a feeling, and say that was the difference.
21-21, 48 seconds remaining. Oh, end over end kick taken at the 14-yard line, 15 out to the 20, and it's stopped. One thing you don't want to do in a kickoff return is stop dead and then try to go the other direction. Westfall had good coverage and Klinger was taken down. At the 30, we're to the 1st and 10. Circleville with 44 seconds remain till halftime. 21 all, world.
Be interesting to see how Circleville treats this last 44 seconds. They're going to try to go for it, or just kind of run the clock out.
In the pistol. Keep it, Phelan, 35, Phelan 40, back to the outside, 45, 50, pushed out of bounds near midfield.
Man, that was a big holding call right there, because Phelan, like you said, he got out to midfield, and, you know.
Then you can go for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, both teams, Westfall losing Poddocks and Circleville losing Nunguster, both teams are still moving the ball. Yeah, that they have with their offensive playmakers.
Penalty near, well, it was near the line of scrimmage at the 30, move it back to the 20. That is actually add the penalty on to the yardage. That's a loss of 30 yards on that play because of the penalty, but it was 1st and 20. So Tigers may just line up and keep it straight ahead now. They will go ahead and kneel. As Jaron mentioned, Westfall will get the ball to start half. Yeah, had that play stood, you're out to 50, then you take a chance. But in the back at your 20, you don't want to turn it over. And the clock moving down, and hopefully I'll have to run another play or not. Down to 15 seconds. As we near the end of the half, Phelan just looking. And down to 7-6, and I don't think they're going to have to run a play. They will not. We have reached halftime. Football game. A lot of
Westfall Mustangs.
Back with some time report from Marty Bannister. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, then Marty will have a intermission halftime presentation from Total Media Sports, and we'll be back later with a few looks at the halftime scoring and stats. I don't know what.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. It's more than just opening an account. It's opening the door to what's next. People's Bank, working together, building success.
She wants us to call this number to go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field.
And just talk over the phone.
The flair of the day, the Circleville High School marching band.
You have Vanessa's number? Call Vanessa and ask her.
Clear of the Wild Bears. Here in the
direction of Hunter Culver. Assistants Melanie Williams and Kyla Buckmother. This year's show invites audiences into a surreal and emotional journey. A descent into the minds
It's also possible she stepped in just beyond the line, just outside the place we call 13. One of the negative right now it's a 2. It's a 2.
She's hearing you now.
She's not calling me back. Side of the room, silence is dead. Margaret is alone. Well, so she figured. The questions come fast now. So, what figure by the elevator? Why did it seem so far? This hotel might have been guessing a ghost.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Oh, my mower won't start. I know what to do. Take it to Matheny's Small Engine Repair, located on Savageville School Road in between Jackson and Chillicothe. Matheny's is now an official Encore dealer with both new commercial and residential models on display. They'll get you up and mowing.
Integrity. It's a small word with a big meaning, and it's one we hold dear at Ross County Banking Center. That means we work hard every day to do what's right, even when no one's looking. We treat people the way we want to be treated, volunteer in our communities, and keep a watchful eye to safeguard our customers. At Ross County Banking Center, we strive to do that better every day. Find more information on our website, vcnbfamily.bank, or visit one of our physical locations. Member FDIC.
Ready to transform your entire lawn? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Just need a quick mow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Driveway full of snow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape provides expert lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal services for year-round property maintenance. Call the experts at Greenwald 740-701-6744. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape, a proud sponsor of SBC Sports.
The Lunchbox in Chillicothe, home of the famous pretzel sandwich. Enjoy all-day breakfast, fresh lemonade shake-ups, and a big menu for a small space. Visit us at 24 East Water Street or call 740-775-8624. Delivery, dine-in, and carry-out are available.
Our employees certainly get the credit for that growth. The relationships that they build, people want to deal with people they can trust, they know, feel connected to. And I think that's where a community bank such as...
They had like a 3rd and 4 and got stopped. And then Westfall had 4th and 2 at their own, around their own 46-47. They got stuffed, and that led to Circleville's second touchdown with good field position. Other than that, both teams have been able to drive down the field. And again, I think kind of beating a dead horse. But Jaron's right. I think it'll be an adjustment. If Westfall's Phonics is not playing, Everly's a tremendous runner. Can they pass? On the other side, Nungaster is the biggest threat. Caught the only pass to Circleville, has a couple runs, one of their touchdowns, a couple of runs of over 15, and he's injured. And that'll be a big part, as Jaron's already said, how the teams adjust and who is the next one up and able to step up. Well, one thing we know, the PA announcer and the speakers certainly work okay.
Yeah, they definitely invested some money in those. They're doing their job well. Unfortunately for us, we are literally right beside them. Like, we're sitting at a table first, and it's right on the other side of the table, and that's where we're at. We got to deal with it tonight. It is what it is. We're going to keep calling the game. It's been a really good football game. It's kind of one of those games, Greg, where Circleville, I'll say, is in control. Like, if they score and get ahead, Westfall has that answer back. Now, trying to flip the roles. Westfall's got that chance right to kind of jump and try and take control of this game. But again, we don't know the status of the quarterback, A.J. Mops, and we don't know the status of Cole Nunez for Circleville either. So it's going to be an interesting second half for sure.
The other thing, and I don't really know for sure, but I think Circleville, and wisely so, I think they're trying to play probably 18, 20 guys. They play guys on both sides. And I think a lot of their key people are on offense, but I think defensively, now they try to play Nungus or some on defense. Kaiser Cassidy has played on defense. But otherwise, they bring guys in and out. And I think from my viewpoint, they're a little bit thinner on defense. And certainly their defensive backfield is struggling a little bit, but you got to give credit. Give credit to Logan Stepp, the head coach. Westfall's passing attack, I don't know whether that's Circleville was well scouted. These are patterns they like to run, but they have gotten guys especially delayed over the middle, wide open. So I like their passing attack for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I do too, but we got to find out, is Eberly the quarterback or is Poddox the quarterback? Eberly's their leading receiver at halftime, 68 yards, and he was quarterback there running the pistol and stuff like that there at the end of the second quarter. The one thing I think Circleville needs to clean up, they've got caught 2 or 3 times, Greg, where Westfall is not subbed on offense, and Circleville is trying to rotate defensive linemen, and Westfall's done a heck of a job snapping that ball quick. They got 1 penalty, picked up a free play, got 5 free yards, and then Eberly was able to pick up a 40-yard run here right before halftime. So Circleville needs to wait and sub until with Westfall subs. So they get ample time to get their guys on the field and off the field.
All right, let's take another quick 1-minute timeout. You're listening to the Tomlinson Insurance SCC Game of the Week. Back with a Circleville kickoff to the Mustangs after this 1-minute timeout.
Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing creates amazing apparel for SVC schools, plus customized shirts for your company or event. They offer everything from apparel, banners, and window graphics to decals, signs, billboards, and custom magnets. For great prices, friendly service, and quality products, call or stop in to see what they can create for you. Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing, 97 North Park Drive in Chillicothe. Call 740-663-7023.
Ready to transform your entire lawn? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Just need a quick mow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Driveway full of snow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape provides expert lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal services for year-round property maintenance. Call the experts at Greenwald, 740-701-6744. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape, a proud sponsor of SVC Sports.
SVC football here on the home of the SVC, 100.9 WXIZ, Hank FM. Greg Bigham and Jaron Cox. It'll be Caden Paxton kicking it off again for the Tigers. Westfall will get the ball first, and there are 2 deep receivers standing at about their 13-yard line. And the kick is high, end over end, back at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Mustangs. 15, cuts to the outside. Stops, tries to go backwards, and brought down inside the 20. Good coverage by Circleville. That was Eberly, who's been so effective running. And Jaron, here comes we shall see here, who comes out to play quarterback.
First and 10 for the Mustangs.
Hey, the Mustangs, all red uniforms, gray numbers are a little difficult to see. Yeah, it's going to be Eberly coming out, so Poddox will not come out. So now does Circleville adjust, thinking, okay, Everly, when he was in here late in the first half, ran the ball every time, did not look to throw it. Will they try to maybe crowd a little bit more defensively? Pistol formation. Everly calls signals. Right behind him. Looking. Now he's about ready to snap back. They'll hand it to Wright. Right up the middle. 5 yards, spins, and close to 10 yards out to the 29-yard line. They go quick again. Second and short.
Second and 2.
Everly. Hands in the backfield right. Breaks a tackle. Breaks 2 tackles. And all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Eli right on the carry.
Circleville just not a very good tackling team for the most part. That time Azell had a hand and couldn't tackle him. Here we go again. 1st and 10. Circleville almost jumped off sides. Westfall now with the running attack with Everly, their quarterback. But they've handed it to Eli Wright both times, and he's picked up good yardage. 1st down out at the 40.
Trying to wear down the defensive line using his temper. Almost got him to jump outside.
Snap, handoff in the backfield, and down. Good tackle there. Wright really kind of punished the defender.
Brought down by number 9, Braxton Dunkel.
Braxton Dunkel on the tackle. Now one of the big guys, I believe that's
4 yards.
Brisker coming in defensively for Circleville. Take one of those defensive tackle spots.
98 yards so far. Right. 17 carries. Probably the most carries he's had in the game this season.
Still was stopped, but he was able to fall forward. And you want to give him almost 4 yards out to the 44. 2nd down and 6 for the Mustangs. Everly calls signals. Everly's going to run it himself. Tries to break to the outside and taken down.
And Everly on the quarterback keeper.
Hey, somebody for the Tigers had a shot there.
Tackled by number 2, Ray Ezel. Number 9, Braxton Dunkel. Will be 3rd down and 5 for Westfall.
Yeah, 2 Westfall guys, probably 15 yards from the ball. You don't want to pick up a cheap penalty.
Jacob Liston had a chance, but lost his footing. It looked like he was going to tackle him for no gain. 3rd down and 5. Circleville is pressed up defensively here on 3rd and 5. Snap coming back to Everly. He'll hand it off straight ahead and taken down immediately. That time, first time I noticed they brought everybody up defensively that you talked about at halftime.
Yeah, it's Poddick's not in there. Westfall really hasn't even attempted to try to throw the football. I think if I'm Circleville, I'm rolling.
All right, yeah, it's led the way on that last tackle with the 52.
9 guys in the box.
It is 4th down.
Beat me with the throw.
Now you got to cover the receivers. Make sure that they are back to punt. Standing back at his own 30-yard line for the Mustangs. Snap is a little bit low. Presses on, and now a line drive kick coming down. Azell going back to pick it up. Catches it on the bounce at the 18 to the 20. 25 to the 30. 35 breaks away, spins away at the 40. Back to the outside. 50, Azell. 45. Azell to the 40. Step away from a second guy. Missed the 3rd guy. Broke a tackle. 10, 5. Holy cow, what a run by Ray Azell. He must have broke 7 tackles. The last 2 he just spun out of the tackle. And that was, I believe, an 82-yard punt return by Ray Azell.
The result of the play was a Circleville touchdown.
Wow, that was some kind of run. You know, we talked about Ray. He's been at Circleville a couple of years. I saw him play a good bit of basketball. Such a talented athlete. And sometimes the coach talks about, he says sometimes he'll go to, try to go outside and lose a couple yards, but sometimes he does it and breaks a play. So you got to let a guy with that kind of talent. Yes. Paxton for the extra point. So Circleville answers with an 82-yard punt return. Paxton's kick is up high, and it floats through. It is good.
It is good.
Our employees certainly get the credit for that growth. The relationships that they build, people want to deal with people they can trust, they know, feel connected to. And I think that's where a community bank such as Kingston really shines. The color of money is the same no matter where you go, but I think the people behind it is what makes the difference. Having the empathy to understand what's going on in someone's business or personal life.
Our customers expect that, want that, and truthfully, they deserve that.
All at Kingston National Bank.
Greg Bigham and Jaron Cox back with you here at Westfall High School. It's been back and forth. Westfall trailed 7-0, tied at 7-all, trailed 14-7, tied 14-all, trailed 21-14, tied it with under 2 minutes to play, 21-all. And then Westfall got first crack at it here in the second half. We're stopped after one first down. And on the punt, it took one big high bounce. I almost thought Azell might let it go. He caught it on a high hop at the 18. And just tackle after tackle. Once he got about 10 yards down the field, he broke back to the outside, got around the corner, and then Westfall had an angle on him at the Westfall 30, and he spun out of that. Long kickoff taken back at the 5-yard line. Now losing the football back there is Westfall, and now they're going to be taken down inside the 10. They dropped the football on the return, trying to get it back. Yeah, I think he did. That was Everly.
Yeah, he didn't want to go down. When he went down, he kind of lost it.
He tried to get Blitzen.
And by that time, Circleville had 3 guys.
He started, Jaron's exactly right. He started to go and lost his footing. When he tried to regain his footing, he dropped the football, and then time he got going, and Everly, who returned that kick, will commit and again play quarterback. Well, we'll see what Circleville elects to do. They did move up, assuming that Everly does not throw the ball. Certainly doesn't throw it like Podix did. Everly, right, standing at the goal line. They're going to throw it to the outside, and oh my God. Wide open play. A nice reception and gain, but one of the Circleville players,
number 12, Lamont Holloway.
Number 8, they'll get it in a moment. He ran up there and kind of just didn't tackle and kind of fell down. Right, straight ahead, stuffed up, no gain on second and short. May have lost a yard.
Number 14, Eli right on the carry. Tackled by a group of Tigers. Led by 52, Ari Travis.
I like to preach that came out with that first ball there on first down. Pick up big goal.
3rd down and 3. Pick up one shot.
Circleville's putting that many guys in the box at the line of scrimmage.
That was a moment ago coming up. I thought he was going to make a tackle, Chase Foster, but he kind of just slid off the blocker and didn't make a great attempt there. But now it's 3rd down and 3. Westfall spreads it out. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Everly going to run to the left side, breaks the tackle, breaks a couple tackles, and he's gone. They're not going to catch him. 40, 50 into Circleville territory. Being chased from behind, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
Number 5, Glenn Everly on the carry. Result is a Mustang touchdown.
I tell you, that's just give Everly credit. He's fast, and he broke through the line of scrimmage. And again, 3 weeks into the season, and Circleville, not the best tackling team I've ever seen in my life. They up front, they're tackling high. They're just trying to grab the runner, and boy, once Everly gets going, then he can catch him.
One thing about Everly, he just needs a little tiny hole right there. He seems like he just exploded through.
Yeah, once he broke through at about the 40-yard line, he was off to the races. Extra point attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, here we go again. Timeout on the field, 7:08 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's 28-28. We're all tied again. You're listening to the Tomlinson Insurance SBC Game of the Week.
Looking for a hometown favorite? Stop by the Lunchbox in Chillicothe, home of the famous pretzel sandwich. From hearty all-day breakfast to a variety of wraps, subs, and paninis.
Oh, My mower won't start. I know what to do. Take it to Matheny's Small Engine Repair, located on Savageville School Road in between Jackson and Chillicothe. Matheny's is now an official Encore dealer with both new commercial and residential models on display. They'll get you up and mowing.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. It's more than just opening an account. It's opening the door to what's next. People's Bank, working together, building success.
They're going to move it over to the other side of the field to kick it off. Kicking from the Circleville side of the field at that hash mark. As Rose will kick it off. Circleville needs to be ready for an onside kick. That's something that Westfall, I believe, did twice to Logan Elm last week. 2 on successful onside kicks. 28-28. Looked like Circleville gained the momentum. And they had Westfall on a third down about to get the ball back, but big play. By Mr. Eberly. There's an onside kick. Grabbed and fall. He may could have returned it. Not sure why he fell down. Circleville recovered it. Quick grab. They were ready for the onside kick.
Number 28, Miles Ricard.
That was Miles Ricard. And again, when you're up front, I'm sure the coaches have taught you just get on the ball, but he caught it in the air. He probably could have turned and ran it. Sometimes when that front guy catches it that quickly, he can break the defense, but it'll go to the 41.
41-yard line.
So Circleville. This will actually be their first possession, I believe, of the second half. The first time they had the ball, they returned the punt 82 yards. So this is the first time they ran a series of plays, tied at 28 apiece. 7:07 to play in the third quarter. Phelan will fake, look to throw, looking. Now he's going to run. He's got a lot of room. 40, 45, out to the 50, and he'll step out of bounds at the 50, just shy of the first down to pick up. Well, let's see where they mark it. He's right at the marker at the 49 of Westfall. And they haven't signaled yet. And, yeah, first down. 10 yards on the carry, but Phelan was looking to throw deep. Had 2 guys deep, but when he rolled left, it kind of the Red Sea opened up.
Union Beach is beating Waverly 42-0 in the third quarter.
So first and 10 at the 49 of Westfall. Again, Circleville without Cole Nungaster, one of their top players. Looks like somebody jumped too quick on the offensive line for the Tigers. So it'll be first and 15. 21 all at the half. Each team just answered each other all the way throughout the first half.
Fayetteville Ferry 28-6 in the third quarter.
So now first and 15.
14-0 in the third quarter.
Phelan, your quarterback. They send 2 receivers like Jack Klein is out to the right. They have a tight end on the left side. First and 15. Phelan sends Cassidy in motion. Now he wants to throw. Now he's going to run, and he's going to be hit right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe he lost a few yards.
Tackled by number 13, Eli. All right.
Forward progress will bring it almost back to the line of scrimmage. Let's call it second and 60. Yeah.
St. Valerie leads the Flames 22-19 in the third quarter.
Yeah, Cassidy was covered. Hunter was trying to get Cassidy to go down the sidelines and was waving for him, but in the meantime, the pressure came on to get him. Second down, they fake, they want to throw. Looking, Phelan throws to the backside, wide open, nobody there, 50, 45, 40, down the sidelines and a first down inside the 40. Nice pattern, roll to the left, a throw back to the right side. And slow getting up the receiver for Circleville.
Ethan Humphrey.
And Azell gets up and then falls back down.
Result of the play is a Circleville first down.
First down for the Tigers. Good pickup. That was about 5, 10, 15, about 18 yards on the pass play.
Miami Treats leads Logan Elm 7-6 in the third quarter. Hayes Valley and Watkins Memorial 14-14 in the third.
Our game
leads Madison Plains 20-13 in the third quarter.
Well, they got a whistle both sides. Our game tonight being brought to you by Tomlinson Insurance. Also brought to you by your local McDonald's restaurants, by Ross County Banking Center, Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing, by Greenwald Lawn and Landscaping, The Lunchbox, Recreations, Kingston National Bank, and Monroe's Collision. So a new set of downs for the Tigers. Azell out with the injury. Phelan going to keep it himself. Got a few yards. Breaks the tackle to the 30-yard line. And nice move. Phelan looked like he was going to be stopped for a couple yards. And pushes it down to inside the 30-yard line. Second and 3. Second and short 3, a long 2. He has, yeah. Hunter's not a huge guy, but he shows a lot of strength running the football. Clock running, 5:17 left in the third quarter. We're tied 28-28. Which team can stop the other one? Up under center. Phelan. Straight handoff. Cassidy breaks it outside, gets near the marker, and is knocked out of bounds, but he got the first down. Kaiser Cassidy breaks to the outside. He's quick. He's
forward, he is quick. He gets that hold of both sticks. I like his aggressiveness.
Really quick. He plays guard in basketball. Not a big guy, but they always put him on the tough offensive guy, pressure the ball. He played third base in baseball. Played third in baseball in the baseball team that went to the Elite Eight. So good all-around athlete. Straight ahead, Cassidy breaks up the middle, got 5, falls forward. Again, Kaiser, not as big as Ray Azell, certainly not as big as Cole Nungaster. But he's able to move forward for 4 or 5 yards, punch the ball down just inside the Westfall 20, spotted to Westfall 19. 4:42 to play third quarter.
This is a good ball game, Greg.
Yeah.
Back and forth. The same one team forward, the other one can't right now.
They go tight formation, 2 wing backs, and under center is Phelan with a single running back. Again, that's Kaiser Cassidy. Man in motion. Kaiser takes the ball off the left side, breaks up the middle. He's got inside the 15, maybe the 14. Very close to the first down. Straight off the left tackle. And they do, you're right. There's good eyes by Jaron. He saw the first down.
Assisted by number 5, Quinn Evans. There's all the players the first down for Circleville.
They're kind of sharing and lose, but no one gets this carrying.
Spotted at the 13 of Westfall. New set of downs for the Tigers. Second man through. Cassidy tries to break it outside. It got him by the jersey, and they drag him down at the line of scrimmage. I tried to break it outside, but one of the Mustangs got a hand on his jersey and slowed him up, and they pulled him down. Eli Wright. The Lights had a great game. He's played a good defensive game as well as running the football.
Yeah, that's a big play.
Yeah, because they've been getting 5 or 6 on first down. Clock moving, 3:25 to go in the third quarter. 28-28. Circleville threatening, but now they have a second down and 10. Slot receivers to the left. They will hand it. No, Phelan's going to keep it. Back inside and get inside the 10, maybe the 9.
Hudson Tabor on the carry.
Circleville wants to run a quick play. They're 3rd and 5 inside the 10-yard line. Quickly up. Under center, Phelan. Straight ahead, Cassidy. Bounced forward, pushed. He did not get the first down. Now they got a decision to make on 4th down and short. Inside the 5, and approximately just inside the 5, close to the 4. And it looks to be fourth down and about a foot. 2:30 to play, third quarter. Big play. Tigers driving, trying to retake the lead. Now they put Phelan back in a pistol, not up under center. Westfall crowds the line. Fourth and short. Phelan carries right side, breaks to the outside. Back inside, touchdown Tigers. Nice read by Hunter Phelan. They were bunched up, the Mustangs in the middle. They were coming up the middle. He broke to the outside and scores. I believe that's Phelan's second touchdown tonight on the run. Then they take turns scoring. Westfall now trails 34-28 as Paxton looks to kick the extra point to make it another 7-point lead for Circleville. All set to go. I believe Spradlin holds. Checks with his kicker. Kick is good. Ball is down. The kick is plenty.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
Oh, my mower won't start. I know what to do. Take it to Matheny's Small Engine Repair, located on Savageville School Road in between Jackson.
Daniels are back to the tee.
Greg Bigham and Jaron Cox back with you. Circleville will again kick it off. It'll be Paxton. Last kickoff, they got Eberly slipped and fell back at the 10-yard line. Looked like Circleville might have him pinned back to finally get a stop. But Westfall was able to get a first down, and then later, the 85 Eberly on a third down. Westfall was crowding the line of scrimmage. He broke the line of scrimmage and was off to the races. Long kick, and this is going to go into the end zone. Over the top of the Westfall receivers end. Nice kick by Paxton. It'll be Westfall football at their own 20, now trailing by 7. But, Jaron, they've answered every time tonight.
They have. It's clockwork. When Circleville scores, Westfall has the answer. And the one thing I think that's been impressive about Westfall is they have had great field positions. Their drives have been longer. They've hit more big plays. So we'll see. Obviously Circleville had the 82-yard punt return. Westfall answers with the 85-yard run by Quinn Eberly. So let's see what Westfall does right here to get back.
All right. Circleville defensively. Back out. The ball at the 20-yard line. You can almost think the Tigers missed Cole Nungaster. I almost think they missed him more defensively. Here we go. Everly, the quarterback. Podix has not played since late in the first half. Carry left side and running room. Then missed tackles. Wow. Circleville's got to get somebody on defense. They may want to play two platoons, but they got to get some athletes on defense that can tackle if you're on the Circleville side. Because Westfall's running backs are just running right through them. Time after time, great run. And that's a gain 23 yards to the 43.
20 carries, 121 yards for Eli Wright.
Well, checking that time. Evan Vandegrift, a defensive end, he got shoved backwards 20 yards trying to make a tackle from his defensive end spot. Great block by Westfall. Now running a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield. Nice play defensively. Circleville finally gets a nice play defensively.
Tackled by 13.
Looked like a mix-up, Jaron. There, number 13, Caden Sanchez, was able, after the mix-up, looked like...
15.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Eberly had played at quarterback in practice, so just little timing things, little nuances, count, stuff like that. Those little things, they play a big role.
Almost coming up on 1 minute to play third quarter. Now 2nd and 15. Eberly did throw the one pass. That's been it since he took over for Podix. Man in motion, left to right, comes over, sets himself on the flanker spot. Now they'll run it straight ahead, looking to move it outside, running room, around the corner, and down the sideline. Another missed tackle. This one missed by Cassidy. All the way down the field. Liston and Foster, two guys, all they had to do between Liston and Foster was tackle the guy, and he just fell off of him. Yeah. Runs it again. This time he's pulled backwards. Sanchez got a hold of him.
Right on the carry. Back up by number 13, Katie Sanchez.
Pick up maybe a yard on the play. And that's going to run. It looks like Westfall is going to let it run out and end the third quarter. We will. 3 quarters of action complete here at Westfall. Mustangs on the march. It's Circleville 35, Westfall 28. Tomlinson Insurance SVC Game of the Week on WXIZ.
The stress and strain of a personal loss can burden the whole family. It's a time that calls for compassion.
When we lost Mom, it was hard on everyone.
We appreciated the extra care.
For funeral arrangements that are a tribute to compassion, talk to us. We'll see to every detail and make it a family tribute. Boyer Funeral Home, located in Waverly and Piketon.
Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing creates amazing apparel for SVC schools, plus customized shirts for your company or event. They offer everything from apparel, banners, and window graphics to decals, signs, billboards, and custom magnets. For great prices, friendly service, and quality products, call or stop in to see what they can create for you. Chillicothe Signs and Screen Printing, 97 North Park Drive in Chillicothe. Call 740-663-7023.
Craig Bigham and Jaron Cox back to start the fourth quarter. Westfall Ray Azell, 82-yard punt return early in the second half. Eberly broke loose on an 85-yard run. He broke the line of scrimmage on a third and short. Tied at 28. Circleville right back, drove it down the field, and it was Hunter Phelan with his second touchdown run of the night. The Circleville quarterback, and now, as they always do, Westfall answering, driving down the field. And to be truthful, a couple times if you get Eberly before he gets started, but Eberly and Wright.
In the 35-yard line.
Yes, yeah. Now, I'm trying to decide how. I mean, I think Eberly and Wright are Wright's strong, looks probably bigger than what it looks to be, but Circleville really struggles tackling. 2nd and 10. Loaded backfield. Now they're going to run a quarterback draw up the middle. Eberly, and he's got 7 or 8 more.
Number 5, Quinn Eberly on the carry.
You know, and Jaron, you can watch. Defensively, Circleville lines up, but it's almost like Circleville, either they have no inside linebackers or their inside linebackers just don't fill. 3rd down and 3. In the backfield, 2 tackles broke. Finally brought down near the first down marker. He loses the football. No, they saved us down. Having that left leg. And now he does get up, and I think the officials stopped the clock. He may have to come out of the game. I can see Coach Stepp not happy about that because they stopped the clock. I think they did give him a first down at the 24. I thought he was going to be shy.
Definitely not. Now, if you move right, and another starting running back, because over brother Jerry Wright is not available. So you're looking at a third-string running back and a wide receiver for backfield.
Okay, he has a first down at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Eli Wright does have to come out of the game because they stopped the game for an injury, and then he did get up, but too late. I would have guessed the quarterback Eberly's going to run, and he runs straight ahead. Runs right by everybody. 10, down to the 10-yard line, flipped up in the air. Yeah. Now we got a late flag. I think Ori Travis is the Circleville player that's going to get 20 yards away from the play. Something with 2 guys went down. I think we're going to have offsetting penalties. There will be personal fouls, one against Westfall, one against Circleville. The Circleville goes against 52, Warren Travis.
Personal foul on each side. Offsetting penalties will be a replay of the down.
I mean, Westfall has no running backs. There's a 99.9% chance that Everly's going to run the ball, and he just ran right up the middle past 27 Circleville. I really struggle with, Circleville played pretty good defense against Warren. They are really struggling trying to bring down Everly and Wright here tonight. Yeah. Well, it was a dead ball.
Right. It was after the play. After the play, and that's why they're going to allow that run to stand. It was a personal foul after the play, and so it's going to be first down Westfall at about the 11.5 or 12-yard line.
The Mustangs.
They're underway in the fourth quarter. Just underway. Westfall trying to score to tie it up at 35 apiece. Oh, is that right? Yeah. They go with two running backs for a change, and they'll hand it first guy through near the 10, pushing forward, and Westfall's offensive line shoving back the Tiger defensive line. That was about a 1 or 2 yard game, going to wind up with 4 at least, I believe, inside the 10.
Ohio Home, the official sports medicine provider of your Westfall Mustangs. We keep your
9-yard line.
The ball age is healthy in the game.
24 carries, 161 yards. Friend Everly, 8 carries, 159 yards at this point.
They have just run through the Circleville defense. I don't as much of the defensive line of Circleville. They struggle, their defensive ends and their linebackers just aren't able to come up and tackle at all, it doesn't appear. Again, they're going to run straight ahead, down near the 5-yard line possibly. It's going to be third down. They can get a first down. I believe just outside the 1. Spotted on the 5.
The 3rd and 4 from the 5.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
Those teams still have 3 timeouts remaining.
Everly comes over to the sidelines, gets the play. Clock moves under 10 minutes to play in the game. Westfall trying to tie it up. To send a wide receiver out to the right. Everybody else is bunched in. Look for Everly to run. They put a man in motion. From the 5, Everly will go off to the left side. And did he get in? It was right. Looked like he got hit at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden he came out of the foul and scores a touchdown. And now a big extra point. That makes it 35-34. And it'll be up to Rose to kick the extra point. He's 4 for 4 on the night.
Number 1, Carson Deskin, is lining up the extra point for Westfall.
Oh, they say Carson Deskin, although I guess zeros, Rose. I'm sorry, it's Deskin doing the kick. Spotted at the 10. The extra point attempt is up, and it just got up to inside the left upright. It's good, and we're tied one more time.
Ready to transform your entire lawn? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Just need a quick mow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Driveway full of snow? Call Greenwald Lawn and Landscape. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape provides expert lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal services for year-round property maintenance. Call the experts at Greenwald 740-701-6744. Greenwald Lawn and Landscape, a proud sponsor of SVC Sports. A proud sponsor of SVC Sports.
Greg Bigham and Jaron Cox were doing this by holding up our cell phone. A lot of problems early on. We're on the roof. A lot of interference, I think, from the speaker system here. Trouble getting our volume correctly, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better. I've certainly done a game before holding a cell phone in front of me. Nothing new. Well, do you look for an onside kick here? They
Well, looks like they're ready. I don't think that's
9:20. 9:20 to play in the ball game. Now 35-35. They blow the whistle, and they do pooch a kick, onside kick to the sidelines, out of bounds. Yeah. Deskin tried to kick it from the right hash mark to the left sidelines, pooch it in the air, and they tried to their fastest player, Everly, run down the field, but the ball landed out of bounds. I think he can take it where it went out, if I'm not mistaken. It would be about the 43-yard line of Circleville.
The Panthers student athletes and after the Dogs call 6-6 game in time.
Went out at the 43, had 5 yards for kicking it out of bounds, and Circleville good field position at the 48. Spradlin coming in the game for the Tigers, and now coming in Hunter Phelan, the quarterback.
The interesting thing is, it really looked like Coach Steph was trying to take some...
First and 10 from the 38-yard line for Circleville. 9:20 left in the game.
If that's something they continue to do,
Phelan back into pistol formation. Tigers back with the football. Phelan keeps the ball left side, breaks outside. He's to the 50, 45, and where'd that play come from?
Phelan on the quarterback keeper. There is a flag on the play. They'll be holding on Circleville.
Yeah, because he gained about 7 yards. And was in the backfield, so it's going to be more than a 10-yard penalty because it took place. I think the holding might have been on Ray Azell in the backfield, the running back. Yeah. That's all coming. Circleville coming in with the play. Looks like they got a new tight end in there. So first and very long. First and about 25. Now Phelan moves his receiver up. So they have no play clock here at Westfall, so you got to go by the defensive back judge who gives you the signal. Now Circleville, after great field position, moving backwards, a holding and the delay game. They got first and a long way to go. Phelan, reverse to that stopped right away. They tried to reverse it to Reichelder.
Number 27 with handle on the tackle. There's a flag on the play.
Well, it's in now back behind where the pile was. The officials are talking it over. Reichelder, there was about 5 tacklers, and they whistle blew. They wouldn't go down. Well, I thought it was a pretty even game officiation-wise, but all of a sudden the flag is going against the Tigers, but they took too much time. They had a holding. Yeah.
Second down and 39 from the 19-yard line.
Not many plays for a second and 40. Yeah, I thought it was going to be offsetting. Blankenship got taken down by a host for red jersey that somebody from the Tigers must have pushed late on the foul. They're going to throw the ball. Looking, throw it deep down the middle. Big coverage out there and drop. Actually, Circleville had a chance to make the catch. Not able to hang on to it.
Pass is broken up by number 2, Jason Mercario.
reminder, 3rd and 39, like you said, there's no plays in the playbook for 3rd and 39.
That was Uriah Underwood, and he had a pass in the first half and went right through his hands. Oh, that was a tough catch, but he had a chance to catch it, but doesn't really appear to have got good speed, not great hands.
We got an errant football in the end zone. Too many footballs on the field.
I would maybe just try to set up a screen pass to a zone. He showed he could hit a big play if you get him outside, and maybe let the D line go by, the clock goes outside of it, or maybe you never know what.
Let's get behind our defense on 3rd down. What's on your side?
Westfall obviously playing deep on 3rd and a mile. Phelan rolls to the right, looking, still looking, now rolling. And now he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Looks like another. Well, maybe he just moved his flag to the spot of where the holding was, because he. Now they're asking. It would be 4th down.
I think we'll go ahead and move him back. I mean, it's 3rd down to 39.
Circleville won't be calling the field.
Actually, there's the comment. I can see that too.
That penalty is declined. It'll be 4th down for Circleville.
Yeah, they could have gone either way. I would agree with you. But they'll go ahead and say, hey, something could happen on that. Somebody like himself could break one or failing, so let's just make sure we get the football. Jack Klein will punt. This might be the first punt for Circleville tonight. Snap is good. Klein takes his time and punts it away. Nice spiraling punt. Coming all the way down, going to hit at the 35, bounces to 30, 25, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. That was that's like almost a 50-yard punt by Jack Klein. 7:33 left in the game. Now Westfall has a chance to take the lead. For the first time tonight, we're tied 35-35, 7.5 to play. You know something, Westfall's done a good job tonight. They didn't last week. They haven't turned the ball over.
We had a turnover tonight, Greg. We had the turnover on downs, but as far as a fumble interception, absolutely not. And if you're Westfall, they've hit some big plays, but you would love to have a 6 or 7 minute drive right there.
Your favorite mascot, Marty Mustang, is here.
Marty Mustang.
Oh, good. Yeah, good to know. Westfall at the 22-yard line. Great punt by Jack Klein, who now Westfall will try to drive 78 yards to win this thing. Everly, the quarterback, loves to run it. He'll take off running right side, and he's hit hard.
Number 5, Everly in the quarterback keeper. Brought down by 13.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. They've not done a good job. The Tigers wrapping up. They lost a yard. Sanchez came from his defensive end spot. Got help from one of the interior linemen. 2nd down and 11.
Want you to make some noise.
Coming up on 7 minutes left in the ball game. 35-35. 2nd down 11 for Westfall. Everly, the quarterback. Again, Pottix went out late in the first half. Nungaster went out injured in the first half for Circleville. Snap back, and now rolling to the left side. A terrible defensive play by Circleville, and it looks like a possible touchdown for Westfall. Down the sideline.
Following snap to the number 23, Landon Stark. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, he held Jack Klein. Yeah.
Possessions, one for each team. There's been a bunch of penalties.
That was a double screen to the left side. Looked like Klein was going to get him for a loss, but Jack didn't really. Now I know why he didn't get through the block. He got held, evidently, but now they're going to mark that back. They'll replay 2nd down. It was from the. Yeah.
It is a 10-yard touchdown. Will be 2nd and 17 for the 15 for the Mustangs.
ready to go. They got the penalty marked off again, and not second 20. The hold took place down the field, which makes it 2nd and 17.
I think you got to give Coach Steph a lot of credit right there. He's showing a willingness to at least throw the football.
Yeah, and it was a pretty safe pass. Clock moving again after the penalty, coming up on 6 minutes left in the game. Man in motion. Well, they moved forward as a man in motion, I thought. Tackle made on
Number 13, Eli Wright.
Eli Wright on the carry.
Brought down by...
It was 2nd and 17, now 3rd and 12. He picked up 5, so big third down play for Westfall.
When they've got these plays before, it's been heavily
3rd and 12. It's from the 20-yard line for Westfall.
Making plenty of time. Clock down to 5:30 left in the game. Big third down play for Westfall. 3rd and 12. Wide receiver left. 3 wide receivers to the right. Everly, the quarterback. Pass back. Everly looking. Wants to throw a screen over the middle, and it's dropped. Is it a fumble or is it a drop pass? Okay.
Everly's pass ball is incomplete.
Clock stopped for the incomplete pass. So when Westfall had a chance to take the lead for the first time, they are stopped. Again, a penalty hurt them just like it hurt Circleville on their previous possession. And now it'll be a punt for Westfall. Line of scrimmage at 20-yard line. See if Circleville can get good field position.
If the beat continues, Westfall can't jump ahead and take the lead. Just follow his feet.
Oh, there's a booming punt. Long punt down. Hits at the 40. Bounces down to the 30 and all the way down to the 28-yard line. Circleville had nobody back deep. Now, again, maybe they were worried about a play on 4th down, but they didn't get anybody back, and the punt booming.
53-yard punt.
Yeah, 53 on the punt. 5:08 left in the game. Still tied 35-all. Circleville gets the ball back, but great punt by the Mustangs. Circleville could have had great field position. Thought they might have it around their 40, but they're going to be back inside their 30. Of course, earlier Ray Azell had a big punt, an 82-yard punt return, but he was injured earlier here in the second half, has not been back in the game. So two of their better players, obviously, Azell and Nungaster, not able to play here for Circleville. Likewise for Westfall. Run to the outside. That is Azell back in the game to the 30 and pushes forward for yardage across there. He can maybe 5.
Brought down by 13.
Likewise for Westfall, they were without their senior, Joe Wright.
35-yard gain.
Joey Wright, who had personal fouls last week and not able to play the next game, and then they lost their quarterback Podix late in the first half. So both teams have done a great job with other guys stepping up tonight. 35-35, give Azell 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. Phelan, the quarterback, man in motion, tight end. Give it left side. Cassidy breaks to the outside. Nothing there.
Number 4, Cassidy on the carry.
Cassidy. Yeah, 3rd down. Clock moves 4:12, 4:11. Circleville had 5 on 1st down, but only got a yard there with Cassidy carrying from the 34. Big 3rd down. Podix goes back into pistol formation. He's been a good runner tonight. It looks like Westfall wants to blitz. A lot of guys up front. Phelan. Long snap count. Takes the snap, going to run it himself. Left side, looking for running room. Cuts it up. And I think he got the first down. Nice cut by Hunter Phelan. Around the left side, gets to the 40, and a big, big first down with the clock under 4 minutes to play.
Job in the second half, kind of putting the Tigers on his back and carrying him. He's had some huge runs, a couple of nice throws that got dropped, but he's the main one that's kind of taking this role when Nungaster went out.
First down at the 40 for Circleville. Clock moves 3:29, 3:28. A new set of downs for the Tigers. Phelan calls signals. Long snap count, using a lot of clock. And Phelan will run it again. 40. 45 breaks loose across the 50. Ooh, a late hit. Although he was falling forward, the Westfall defender. And they mark a first down, 10 yards for Phelan.
In the fourth quarter, Manacor Creek leads St. Grace 25-7. In Yoda beat Waverly 49-6 in the final score.
In Westfall territory, they're 49. Clock moves to 3 minutes left in regulation. Tied 35-35. Phelan under center. And he'll hand it off to Cassidy. Cuts back, nothing there. He tried to...
Number 4.
Looked like Kaiser, maybe Cassidy had him broke it outside, might have had some running room.
Similar for you in the area. Landmark Christian and the dealer in the fourth quarter showed 7-6.
In a row, Westfall's kind of made a nice play.
Southeastern leads Stateville Perry 32-6 in the fourth quarter. Valley leads Franklin 17-7 in the fourth quarter.
Second down and 9. Underwood out to the right. Phelan is back in the pistol. Second and 9. Pitches out right side. Azell cuts it up quickly. 45 back to the 40. Spins at the 40 down to the 37 and a first down. Nice run by Ray Azell, who is back in there now. And he picks up a first down. The clock down to 2 minutes. 2:04 clock stop to move the chains.
And Van Dyne on the tackle.
Well, Coach Sherrod loves to play a lot of people. They put a lot of guys in and out. Under 2 minutes, clock starting again. Again, you got Caden Paxton. I don't know what his range is in the field goal, but now we're getting down well under 2 minutes to play. First and 10, Westfall 38. Pistol formation. Run at Phelan. Tries to get running room, and he's going to be pulled down for maybe a yard.
Phelan on the keeper.
Held the handoff for a long time after he tried to pull it out and take off again. Maybe got a yard from the 39 to the 38. Clock him on 21, 120.
I think this is exactly how Circleville wants us to go. They want the ball.
Second and 10.
They don't want to have Westfall have the ball again.
Left in the game.
105. Clock still moving. Tigers unable to get it. Not stopping it. Minute to play. Phelan calls signals. They will roll out to the left side, looking to run. Now looking to throw. He's going to run with a 35 inside, down near the 30-yard line. They need to call a timeout. Down to the 31. It was not a first down. He picked up about 6 yards. And it's third down and 4.
Timeout Circleville. That is their first. They have 2 remaining in the second half.
For the night on 15 carries. So
You've been watching SVC Game of the Week, presented to you by Tomlinson Insurance.
So the ball is spotted, 31-yard line. From here, it would be a 48-yard field goal. I don't think Caden has that kind of range, but yeah, they got to get in certainly inside the 20. Right now, they got to get it. Well, it's third down. Big decision here for the Tigers, what they want to run here. Yeah, I think so too. So Circleville with the timeout, 35-35. 47.4 seconds left in regulation. Of course, if they don't score, nobody scores. We go to overtime.
Third and 3, the 31-yard line for Circleville.
That's a 31.
Let's get loud and make some noise with the
2 tight wing backs for Circleville. 1 running back with Phelan. Third and 4. Phelan runs straight ahead, breaks to the outside. Straight ahead, down to the 25 inside, and a first down, Hunter Phelan. Clock will stop with 41.6.
Number 7 up is Phelan on the field.
Well, both quarterbacks have been effective running the ball tonight. Spotted at the 22. Brand new set of downs. Once they get the chain set, they'll start the clock, and they do. 38, 37. Circleville needs a little bit of hurry up here. Phelan calls signals, and now timeout called by Westfall.
timeout, Westfall.
Westfall's going to stop the clock.
I think right now,
I
mean, basically, both teams are running like a wildcat type of offense right now. Just a snap to the quarterback, a shotgun, and he's going with it. And what that does is make it hard on the defense. That's one more offensive player you've got to account for if you're trying to break the blocks, get off the blocks, and tackle the carrier. But it's been effective for both teams. And you know, Circleville, they're getting very close to getting within field goal range right here.
At the 22, I'm not sure on Caden Paxton, his distance, but he's had some 30-plus yarders. Get to the 15, it would be a 32-yard attempt. Great ball game. Again, both teams have lost some good players. Westfall lost their quarterback, but boy, Eberle, although he doesn't throw the ball, is just such a great runner. They may have found a weapon for the rest of the year. 1st and 10, Tigers. Clock is the big factor right now. Phelan calls signals. Phelan keeps it himself straight ahead and gets tackled from behind. He was looking to break outside. The backside in ran him down. And a tackle made from behind. Hunter was kind of looking to pick a place to run. And he got caught from behind. Now down to 18 seconds remaining. Circleville calls a timeout.
They have one remaining. I have to think that
They have one remaining.
they say that to set up maybe a last-second field goal. Right now, if they're close enough for their kicker, for Paxton to make this, I think it would be like a 39, 40-yarder from right here. And I still think 7 or 8 more yards. You got to think Westfall is going to save one timeout to possibly ice the kicker. And I don't see any other reason for Westfall to call a timeout right now. Circleville, you know, if they don't throw it, if this is a running play, you got to use a timeout. You got to be very careful what you can do going forward.
At the 22, 18 seconds. And again, Circleville, you'd like to get, like Jaron said, you'd like to get maybe at least 4 or 5 yards to give Paxton a chance. Second down, 18 seconds remaining. They give it to Azell, breaks to the outside 20, back inside down near the 15, and he runs out of bounds. That worked out well in 2 ways. He got to the 15, he got out of bounds.
Not only did he pick up the yardage I think was necessary, getting out of bounds is huge right there. Circleville's able to save their timeout. 14-yard line. This would be like a 31-yard field goal from right here. Circleville's got at least one more play right there.
Yeah, he went out of bounds. It was also stopped the clock for, I believe, Hanley lost his helmet and had to come out of the game for Westfall.
They make that timeout.
Down the 14-yard line for Circleville.
Now you want to hopefully get the ball maybe in the middle of the field with this run. 12.3 seconds. Phelan calls signals, runs to the middle of the field, and then slides down at the 15. Yeah, he could have maybe gotten another yard or two. He slid.
To set up the parent field goal for Circleville.
Circleville takes timeout. 8.3 seconds. It'll come down to Caden Paxton. It'll be a 32-yard field goal. Headed towards the west end of the field here at Mustang Stadium.
Well, 2 weeks in a row, we've got fantastic football games. This is going to come down to a field goal attempt. Looks like it's going to be a 32-yarder for the win for Circleville. This has been an outstanding football game. 2 weeks in a row, going back and forth. You know, last week I felt like a playoff game. This feels like a playoff game also. And both teams have battled through some adversity here with injuries. And Circleville on the road with a chance to win right here on this field goal attempt.
Circleville back on the field. Stratton will hold. Paxton will kick. He puts his tee down. And now Westfall is going to go ahead and they will call a timeout just as Jaron talked about earlier, saved the timeout to try to ice the kick. 8.3 seconds, 35-35. And we'll have the other timeout. Is that Westfall's last timeout?
Westfall has one more. Circleville is out. Westfall has one. I'm not sure if they're going to call consecutive timeouts back to back. But
That's in position to Barrett Chow, an athletic trainer.
have a pump, or I'm sorry. Big block. This is obviously the time to use it. If it is blocked, you know, if you're a Circleville player, you've got to be aware of what's going on because Westfall can scoop it up and run it back. This is a far field goal, so I would imagine it's not going to get the height that maybe his extra points do. So look for a low line drive type kick. And Westfall, they got to get their hands up right here. You never know.
Here we go. Westfall completes the timeout. They come back out. Circleville resets the tee down. I believe Brisker is the snapper for Circleville. From the 32-yard field goal, and here we go. And Westfall jumps off sides. Westfall jumped off sides, and it's going to move it 5 yards closer.
That was a big penalty right there. He was trying to time it up. Obviously, that was the guy that was going for the block. And not all of a sudden, they went from a 32-yard to a 27-yard.
Not sure. I didn't see the numbers much, actually. Was Everly trying to do it? Been such a big part of tonight of Westfall's effort. So move it up now. Now we got Westfall's going to call another timeout. Trying to ice it here. The ball is at the 10-yard line. It's now a 27-yard field goal. And Westfall uses their final timeout. It's obviously still 8.3 seconds. We'll keep it right here. Well, yeah, Jaron, 2 weeks in a row, as you said.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Fantastic finish right here. You know, still, this is a big pressure kick. I don't know if he's ever been in this type of situation before, but, you know, these are things that, you know, you kind of dream about happening if you're a kicker. If all he does is kick, he really has, I'm going to say minimal impact on the game. It's mostly extra points. At high school level, usually not many field goals. This is one of those. This is one of those things you've had to play over and over in your head. Picture yourself doing it, and we're going to see if he can get it done right here.
Well, here we go again. Timeout Circleville, timeout Westfall, penalty Westfall, timeout Westfall. We'll try it again. Spots the ball at the 17, 27-yard field goal. Westfall crowd up on their feet trying to distract the kicker here. And we're ready to go again. Brisker will snap it. The snap, it looks like offsides again. The kick is up by Paxton, and he missed it to the left. I was trying to, almost thought Westfall was almost offsides on that. But the kick was far enough, it was off to the left. So Caden Paxton had been perfect, 5 for 5 on extra points, and really had a great shot at it there, 27 yards out, and missed it to the left. So now Westfall will have time for one play.
Penalty was sent back, so it comes off the 20-yard line. It is 1st and 10 for Westfall. 4 seconds remain.
So Westfall will snap it. 4 seconds remaining. Regulation. They're going to run it to the left with Everly. Everly gets by a couple, gets to the outside and tripped up. Nice tackle by Circleville at the 30. And the clock runs out, and we are headed to overtime. End of regulation. Circleville 35. Westfall 35. You're listening to the Tomlinson Insurance SBC Game of the Week. Back with overtime after this timeout.
Our employees certainly get the credit for that growth. The relationships that they build, people want to deal with people they can trust, they know, feel connected to. Having the empathy to understand what's going on in someone's business or personal lives and how you might be able to help it. I think our customers expect that, want that, and truthfully, they deserve that.
All at Kingston National Bank.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health. We tailor.
Craving a classic Italian loaded Reuben or a warm bowl of soup, you'll find it here. Located at 24 East Walnut Street, we offer carry-out, delivery, and even office catering. Call 740-775-8624 today.
Coming out for this toss.
Greg Bingham and Jaron Cox back. We head to overtime. We'll have a flip of the coin to decide who wants to go first. 21 all at the half. Ray Azell, 82-yard punt return. Eberly with an 85-yard quarterback run, tied 28-28. Circleville led 35-28. Westfall tied at 35 all. Circleville took the clock all the way down, drove the ball down the field, and had a 27-yard field goal attempt. Of course, there was back-to-back timeouts after a penalty against Westfall, but for offsides. And certainly within the range of Caden Faxton, I believe Caden the junior. And again, you talked about it. High school kickers don't get that kind of pressure.
Yeah, they don't. You know, if you're a Google kicker, you can kind of feel alone during a football game. You may not get many opportunities, and it's really tough when you put in that game-winning situation. You have to be mentally tough. You have to prepare yourself. And I'm not knocking on the kid at all, but it's one of those things. There may not be another situation like that this year, and it's one of those things. As a kicker, you want that opportunity. You can be the hero, but if it doesn't go well, then you're not the hero. And a tough spot that he was put in, and he didn't come through that time. And we got, looks like captains out here at midfield deciding who's going to get the ball first. The coaches were talking. I'm not sure what they were talking about, but they were discussing a few things, and it's going to be an interesting game. The interesting thing about this, Greg, is I feel like Circleville has been more consistent running the football, getting yardage, whereas Westfall has been hitting a big play, hit and miss. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
They're talking it over again. I believe it's at the 20. Sometimes I get. Say the Westfall captain's not really sure, even when we started the game, what to select here. So the other thing they're going to, if Circleville had a choice, I think I'd go the other way. Simply because if you kick a field goal or something, it's gone the other way. Maybe you better get away from the goalpost you just missed at.
Looks like they got Westfall choose.
Well, they must have wanted to toss. Yeah.
Right? So they went on defense. And then
Circleville will have the ball first.
So spotted at the 20. Circleville will get first chance. And most of the time you want to go defense first, because then when you're on offense, you know what you have to do.
Will be first and 10.
35-35. We are in overtime here at Westfall. Been a heck of a ball game.
This has been a good showing for Westfall and really the SBC. Mid-State League usually has a little bit of an upper hand. Both teams are 2-0. Westfall's put up a good fight tonight. Regardless of the outcome, they should not be hanging their heads.
Hunter Phelan comes in with the play. First and 10 from the 20.
Get well, stay around.
Two receivers split out to the left. One of those Jack Klein. Phelan calls signal, standing at his 25. Phelan throws to the left, wants to run with it, may go with it. Round the corner, 20. Cuts back in, falls to the 15, almost to the 11. He's a very patient runner.
He is. They keep running that play. The fake handoff rolls out, and they've got 2 or 3 receivers, but I think he's actually making the right decision by keeping the ball in his hand, sees the gap. Nice 9-yard pickup on first down for Hudson.
Phelan, we said, over 100 yards rushing tonight. Now you got 2nd down and 1 from the 11. Hazel in the backfield with Phelan. There's no clock right now since we're in overtime. Phelan steps up, still in the pistol formation. Phelan going to run straight ahead and to the 10. Inside the 10, pushes down and falls around the 6 or 7 yard line for Hunter Phelan. 1st down and goal to go, Tigers.
Caden Mercutio, the number 0, Ethan Rhodes. The result of the play is a Circleville 1st down.
Maybe this is a situation where you try to get that first guy wrap him up, and then maybe try to strip him.
He goes from the 7 yard line for Circleville.
1st and goal to go. Call it the 7 yard line for Circleville. I got a flanker to the right, flanker to the left. Single running back. Now it's Kaiser Cassidy again, back with Phelan. And it's Phelan straight ahead to the 5. Busts around, spins, tries to get into the end zone, down near the goal line, and touchdown. And a late flag. They signaled touchdown before they signaled flag.
The result of the play is a Circleville touchdown. There is a flag on the
it was after the guy fell in the end zone.
Circleville looks to be celebrating about that touchdown. Face mask.
Yeah, I think trying to get Phelan down was a face mask. Now,
the result of the play then is a touchdown for Circleville.
So now you got the extra point. 41-35. It'll be Caden Paxton again. Same goalpost that he just missed that 27-yard field goal at the end of regulation. And he comes right back here to try to kick the extra point. Paxton. Brisker on the snap. Ball is down. Paxton's kick is up, and it is good. Nice job, Caden Paxton. Came right back for the extra point. Timeout on the field. Westfall scores first in overtime. 42-35. Circleville leads 42-35. And let's keep it right here for the Mustangs, what they elect to do from the 20-yard line. Well, all in all, Jaron, you got a bunch of stats tonight. Jaron, all in all, both teams have had trouble stopping the other team.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. You know, both teams are very resilient. If one team answers, they come right back. The offenses of both of these teams have played very well tonight. The defense has left a lot to be desired, but, you know, it's been a very exciting ball game if you're a football fan.
Westfall from the 20. Everly, the quarterback. Everly will hand and running room, 15. Back to the outside, great tackle.
Number 13, Eli
by Kaiser Cassidy to save a long run.
Number 4, Kaiser Cassidy.
That's Eli Wright. They have trouble getting him down all night long. They pick up 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. Everly. They'll run it again. Same running back to the outside. Makes a tackle. And now we might have a hold.
Eli Wright on the carry. Back up under the 5, Jack Klein. There's a flag on the play.
Flag. It is going to be holding on Westfall. But they also, I could not see it. It was a fumble on the play. Almost that would have been a disaster for Westfall. They were able to fall on it, but Circleville will take the penalty. Penalty at the 15 will move it back to the 25.
Ten yards will be spotted to foul.
Yeah, they got to go to the 10. So, 2nd and 14 from the 24.
2nd and 14.
And now Podix comes back in the game. No, I'm sorry, that's not Podix. It's the running back, Eli Wright, number 13, who's carried the ball a lot tonight. So Wright will be in the backfield with Everly. From the 24, 2nd down, Westfall. Their first possession of overtime. Snap back. They're going to run Everly to the right side. He breaks a couple tackles, breaks 2. Gets down inside the 20, down to about the 16.
He's back up under the 13. Stadium Sanchez.
Yeah, again, a great game. Circleville Circleville linebackers are back. It takes them for the guy to get 5 or 6 yards before they can make contact again.
Down and 6 from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, 6, yeah. Yeah. I'd almost, if Circleville could bring someone off the corner, knowing that one of those two guys are going to run, and if you could penetrate into the backfield and get them before they got started, now you're gambling. Wide receiver out to the left. You assume Westfall will still run. They've got extra blockers on the right side. And now Westfall calls timeout. Third down. Of course, obviously in 4-down territory. And Westfall called that timeout. Sure, do you get one more timeout?
I think that's the only timeout for this overtime, right? Then if they score a touchdown, I think maybe you get one more. But I don't think Westfall liked what they saw right there, obviously. Circleville had the one guy matched up with number 23 at wide, Sparks. Then they had a guy covering the wide receiver close. The other 9 guys are all within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage right there. A lot of teams, they like to run the ball towards their sideline. There's not much room right there. They're on this hash closest to us. Maybe look at one the other way. But, you definitely want to try to, at minimum, pick up 3 to 4 yards right now.
Circleville still has there.
Timeout. Again, just the one timeout taken there. Now third down. We'll call it 3rd and 6. Looks like the same formation. They got a bunch formation to the right side. They've got Hanley, their fullback over there. But again, pistol formation. They run to that side with the quarterback. He's hit and stopped. 4th down. Here we go. 4th down for Westfall.
Number 9, Braxton Duncan. And number 50.
Well, spot the ball at the 14. They have to reach the 10.
4th down and 14.
4th.
Speed option right here, Greg. So Eberle's got the choice of either running it or pitching it to right. But I think I like giving the ball to right here. I feel like he's got some yardage on this drive. And they're going to be focusing on Eberle.
Ball at the 14. Westfall's taking a long time to get this play in. And they show 5 seconds. 4. They got to hurry up. And as a penalty flag, they took too long to get the playoff. The whole team came to the sideline to talk to Coach Stepp. By the time they got back out there, they took too much time. And the back judge was very clear when he started the 5-second call.
Westfall was just real nonchalant getting up to the line of scrimmage, and you got to have a sense of urgency right there. That penalty is not acceptable in that situation.
The whole team came over for the play call, and then it just took a little too long to get back out and didn't get the playoff. Now they're back at the 19. 4th down Mustangs from the 19. They got to reach the 10. Snap. Looking to throw, and he can't get rid of it. Circleville's going to win it. They sack the quarterback. And Westfall loses in overtime, 42 to 35. They roll to the right with Everly. And the Tigers win it in overtime, 42 to 35. Let's take a timeout. The Tomlinson Insurance SCC Game of the Week. Back with a wrap-up after this.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
Protecting
At
families,
McDonald's,
farms.
we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Integrity. It's a small word with a big meaning, and it's one we hold dear at Ross County Banking Center. That means we work hard every day to do what's right, even when no one's looking. We treat people the way we want to be treated, volunteer in our communities, and keep a watchful eye to safeguard our customers. At Ross County Banking Center, we strive to do that better every day. Find more information on our website, vcnbfamily.bank, or visit one of our physical locations. Member FDIC.
Stressed? Overstimulated? Smash it out at Recreations. Rec plates in our rage room, fling paint in the splatter zone, then strike a pose in the selfie studio. Chaos, creativity, and content. Let's get messy.
Catch every play with Total Media Sports, your home for local high school athletics. From football and basketball to baseball, softball, and more, we bring you the action live. Total Media Sports, where local sports live.
Craig Bigham and Jaron Cox back with you to wrap this one up. Overtime, final score, Circleville 42, Westfall 35. And my first comment, Jaron, and you brought it up, Westfall doesn't have their senior running back, Joey Wright. One of their top running backs, unfortunately, had the personal fouls, didn't get a play. Their quarterback, A.J. Potix, took a couple hard hits. We kept saying he was done over. He was having problems. I don't know if his ribs or his shoulder, he just couldn't go anymore. So late in the first half, they're without one of their top running backs, their quarterback. They almost won the ball game. They forced it into overtime. I tell you what, if they get right back and Potix isn't hurt, you better not overlook Westfall in the SVC.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100%, Greg.
Defensively, but offensively they can move the ball.
Offensively, they overcame a lot of adversity tonight, and I know this one stings right now, but the Westfall faithful, they should be proud of what their team did tonight. They battled and battled and battled. They had 2 or 3 opportunities where they stopped Circleville and could have went down and drove, got a touchdown, take the lead. It didn't happen. But the fact that you were without your quarterback the whole second half, you were without your top running back basically the whole game, and they didn't really miss a beat on offense. And whether they even thought about doing this before or not, I think they definitely found a wrinkle that they can use in the future. Shout out to Quinn Eberly, man. What a heck of a game that he had. Eli Wright, he had a heck of a game too. And they got a lot to be excited about at Westfall right now, because this is a team, like you said, can't overlook. They kind of remind me of Huntington a little bit, to be honest with you. Defensively, yep, they got to clean some things up. There's no doubt about it. Giving up 35.
But they got playmakers on offense.
That's right. They do have those playmakers on offense, and that's what today's football is. Really, you got to have playmakers, and they have those. So hopefully, Potix is okay. Hopefully, Nungester is okay for Circleville. You hate seeing injuries, hate to see those maybe impact a game. Hopefully, both of those kids are okay and able to come back and play next week. But what a high school football game tonight here.
On the Circleville side, you mentioned Cole Nungster. He was everything on the offense pretty much in the first half, got injured, and we hope that's not serious, but he looked to be hurt his leg some way. But on the Circleville side, it's a team effort when you win 42-35. But I thought Hunter Phelan, the quarterback, was the difference tonight for Circleville.
Yeah, he had a heck of a game too over there, and
we'll get your stats, but he had over 100, right?
Yeah, he absolutely was over 100. He was steady back there. Ray Azell, the huge punt return for a touchdown. I think basically the first time Circleville was going to get the ball in the third quarter, 82-yard punt return. You could say that was the difference in the game right there. So just like I said, both teams had a bunch of different players making plays tonight.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this one up, and I'll give Jaron, you get a couple of the top stats in the game. Again, it was 21 all at halftime. The teams all night long, Circleville scored, Westfall scored. Circleville scored, Westfall scored. It was that way all night long. And then Circleville at the end of the game, with a methodical drive, got it down. Westfall jumped off, called timeout to ice the kicker, jumped off sides, moved it down to the 10. It was a 17-yard line, a 27-yard field goal, and Caden Paxton is a good kicker. They called timeout again, and his 27-yard field goal just missed the left upright, and we went to overtime. And then in overtime, Circleville went first, was able to drive it down, and I'm trying to remember, I think it was Phelan that got the touchdown on it. Obviously, I think he had 3 or 4 touchdowns tonight. And then Westfall, they had a good play on first down, got down around the 14, and then maybe one of the biggest penalties of the night. They had a holding penalty, and then they got back some of that yardage, and then on fourth down, they took too much time and a delay of game. That hurt them.
Yeah, that was, that's a penalty, honestly, is just unacceptable right there. They were just being real nonchalant. They kind of half-heartedly jogged over to the sideline to talk to their coach, and they basically walked back to the line of scrimmage, and the back judge was very clear.
Yes,
he's got the big count, and there was just no sense of urgency at all. And that type of penalty right there, at 4th and 4, you can't afford to go 4th and 9 when the game is on the line, where you've got to score a touchdown. That's a big difference, 4th and 4 to 4th and 9. But like we said, we could talk about some of the negatives. The kids played their heart out tonight, and, they got a lot to be proud of.
Both teams got some work to do on defense. Both teams showed a lot of offense tonight, and Jaron's right. They played their hearts out down to the wire, and Circleville able to score a touchdown on their overtime opportunity, and then stopped Westfall when Everly tried to roll out to the right. They had 5 extra yards after that penalty for delay of game, and he got to the sidelines and really got hit at the same time he was trying to throw, knocked out of bounds. That ended at 42-35. Well, next week, our planned game is Southeastern at Adena, but we're going to do some checking, and if WXIZ is not allowed to be in the press box and we're forced to be up on the roof or in the stands like we have the last couple of weeks, we may change our game and pick another game, but we'll decide that on Monday after talking to the higher-ups. But we were glad we came tonight. Jaron, 2 big games in a row, a thriller last Friday night at Eastern, with Huntington losing in the last second, a thriller tonight, Westfall losing in overtime, and next week it all starts for good in the SVC.
Yeah, honestly, I think the SVC's had a good non-conference so far. This right here, this is a big game. I don't know what Circleville is going to do in the Mid-State League, but they're going 3-0, right? And Westfall team that not many people were talking about, to be honest, somewhere in that 4, 5, 6 range. And they got some playmakers. It's kind of one of those things, I think, with them and Huntington. And Zane Trace took one on the chin tonight at Amanda. That's the other thing I want to mention. Zane Trace has never beaten Amanda. I heard a stat on the way here, Greg, that said Amanda's now 14-0 against Zane Trace. But before tonight, Amanda had outscored Zane Trace like 475-90 or something like that. And Amanda continued that dominance tonight. But we've seen dominance from Zane Trace in the other 2 games, and Amanda's in the Mid-State League. So you never know. But all in all, for the non-conference games, very pleased with the SVC. Uniota's moving to 3-0. Zane Trace has won 2 games. Westfall has won 2 games. Huntington, I think, has won 2 games. I think I heard Southeastern's winning tonight. So I think a good showing. Maybe a little bit stronger SVC than what people were thinking before the season.
And I think Piketon was trailing. If they lost, they would be 2-1 as well. And the SEC, again, conference play begins next Friday night. Check our listen to Hank FM. Also check our Facebook page and all that. We'll let you know who we're going to cover. Our schedule, again, is at Adena, but we need to double-check. And if we are not have the position to broadcast reasonably in the press box, we'll have to move somewhere else next week. That'll do it from Pearson, Ohio. We thank you. We apologize for all the problems tonight. Hopefully you were able to hear Jaron and I a little bit better in the second half. And it was a great ball game. Again, one more time, the final score from Westfall in overtime. Circleville 42, Westfall 35. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Good night, all.